Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. We're back in Endsmeet. Before we get any farther into that, let's go ahead and get a player's recap of last session for a point of inspiration.
I took notes.
Okay.
I took notes at work on my notepad. So I've got
She
little
has-
tiny baby notes.
Jesus, that's so many
I
baby notes.
literally
Wow.
could not write that small and be legible.
So it's not going to be as thorough as Emily's, but it gets the job done. Huzzah.
Okay,
So
go
we
take it away.
start last session with Velen making a wisdom save. She fails it, and she gets a sense that it was a forgotten dream or a nightmare. Some rolls were made to cover our travel skill building. Velen was working on a religion proficiency. Tess was working on the actor feat, and Claudia was working on her weapon focus feat. Some progress has been made. And Artie gained proficiency in relaxing. He didn't really work at all on the travel. He didn't have the space or the books. So we start the session with Velen and Artie going to the Outsider's Witness. They sell a whole bunch of shit. Tana and Gideon go to work on the hotel and pick up a shipment of pipes. They talk about some piping. Nazik has a magical scale that gives prices. Echo calls it an Arcanoptramar. And he tells Velen about treasure supposedly in the Goldwood. Something about a hero named Kitus who united Aurelia, and apparently Goldwood is like the former Hachka, which is the southernmost nation that compiles what Aurelia is now. And these tree gates that we utilized briefly in the Lycan War are remnants of that society. And it could potentially lead to some relics or some treasure. And Nazik said to Velen, if we're ever interested in pursuing that, because he's not going to go out and get it himself, that he will reward us for going out and show us which tree gates to take to find these relics. And Velen says, okay, we'll put a pin in that, but we kind of got this dragon thing. I literally wrote down Gideon and Tana talk about piping. Then Gideon watches Claudia for a little bit, but she ends up going on a walk with Thomas and Little Bell, where she has a conversation with him about what happened with Tallow and her leg and what she needs to do for Tallow to keep him fed. And he seemed like weirdly okay with the whole sacrificial thing. So we learned he was a ride or die, and that he offered to, the next time they go out and like kind of survey these weird encroaching bugbears. I'm sure that's unrelated to anything we've dealt with already. That she should come and they can suck some bugbear souls, I guess. Tess returns the cart and horses to Knuckle, manages to secure peanut butter permanently, and takes a delivery job for some cash because Velen has a debt. And then Artie catches up with Tarly and tells him everything without, maybe thinking if that was wise or not. And then buys a whole bunch of junk. And then talks about a party he wants to throw. The whole group reconvenes and Liam comes by to drop off a cake. It's coconut with marzipan. And we tell him about the plunge and the Achataris and what we got up to there. And he doesn't seem very threatened by the plunge, but Claudia asks him if he knows who Micah's Tallow is, and he says, yeah. And he gives us a bit of a rundown about who that was and asks, why he's pertinent. And Claudia explains that he's in her necklace. And he's very amused by it and mocks Tallow extensively, which was very funny. And then Claudia pops in to talk to Tallow and, say, please don't eat anybody because Liam pissed you off. And he was like, I'm not that petty, but I still don't believe him. He's probably that petty. And then Velen tells the party about the Goldwood and the treasure hunt. Claudia, Velen, and Tess go to deliver the seed. And I wrote down importantly that Tess initially wanted to do the job on her own and drop off the money for Velen, but decided she could probably actually use the help of the party. And I wrote growth. Artie makes Claudia a kick-ass new leg, and Velen makes a wisdom save. She succeeds this time and remembers her nightmare about being chased by a hellhound. Weird coincidence. And while she's running and fleeing and not being able to utilize her own power to fight this thing off, Dawes is like basically pleading like, you can ask me for help, I'll help you. And Velen's like, no, I refuse. Even until the bitter end of potentially dying. After that, she pops out of that revelation Velen decides she needs to pray and just like steps away from the cart into the woods where she sees a hot guy. He's a tiefling. He's handsome. He looks at her flirtatiously. And he introduces himself, calling himself just a spectator, and then he tosses a sword her way that is different, but weirdly familiar, and we all know what that means. And he just leaves. The guy just leaves. Velen prays to Dawes, admits that she can't do this alone, and she's mad at herself for her, like, deep-seated need to, like, be defiant in being told what to do or feeling like her choices are being made for her. And Dawes reminds her that she's always had a choice, and Velen just now chooses to ask for his help. Like, that is her choice to ask for his help. And Dawes said she might yet be named his champion, but she has to reach for something first that she previously thinks is unobtainable, and Velen makes a snide remark about how gods just can't be straightforward and tell you what they want. Then Velen impulsively casts Moonlight or Moonbeam on the blade, and it changes. It seems to be less evil now. It's silver and gold, and it's a scimitar speed, and she did not identify it to see if it was cursed. She decided to have, like, I guess that leap of faith and just took it and attuned to it. Remains to be seen whether it is cursed or not. Time moves forward to the evening. Artie gives Claudia her leg, and she tests it out. Artie locks himself in his workshop because he refuses to go and talk to the dragon. He's got stuff to make. And Claudia pays Velen 400 gold to cap off her debt so she can pay it, and she resolves to give the money to Knuckle to send to her brother soon, but has not done that yet. And Claudia pays Artie 200 gold for the leg and effort because he said he was broke. And then Velen says she wants to cast Legend Lore on her sword at some point, but she needs to save up for that and get all the pieces and whatnot. And then the party goes to the lodge to talk to the dragon. Claudia turns into a wolf because the leg works. River's there. She's really cute. And Shelby's there too. And we sit on some couches and we talk to the dragon, and he asks about Seeker, and we say, he's elsewhere. And then we talk about the plan to kill the female dragon, 26? Is that what her name is?
Yeah.
And he also calls Artie the wormling slaughterer, which is super funny. The dragon seems to find Endsmeet comfortable. We're going out to lure the priestess, a hobgoblin, and he won't tell us where to find the priestess until the time is right. And we have to wait for the 2-6 to wake up. Apparently she's taking a rage nap. The dragon makes a reference to our hilarious amount of magical items we have and says that if you were more materialistic, things might be different. I feel like that's foreshadowing. I think he's trying to gank us. Anyways, the dragon leaves. Velen makes an Artie statue and gets buzzed on champagne. Shelby greets us, asks for Artie, or asks after him because he's not there. Tess asks if she missed him. She looks offended that she even asked. And then she leaves and the session ends.
Okay.
Done.
Well done. That's a pretty thorough recap.
I did my best.
Yep.
Sounds good.
The tiny post-it notes seem to do the trick. So take your point of inspiration.
Head pats,
Take all
head
these
pats.
tiny post-it notes.
Well done. As we get to the end of that recap, before we get anywhere further, Dooch is leaving.
Right here.
Bye.
I was gonna get a cheese stick, but I could wait.
God, you said that like my stomach dropped. I was like, no. I thought you meant he was leaving.
She's just not playing with
No.
us anymore, apparently.
While
No,
there at the tavern, Artie had plans to craft and to do so perhaps all night.
He did.
So we're gonna, hammer those out, which I do need you here for.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Cheese can wait. You know it.
Oh my God, cheese can never wait.
I know. Okay.
All right. So, taking a look at our conversations in history.
Mhm.
So, can you cast the spell that you can you personally cast
Yes.
the spell you intend?
Yes, I have it.
Okay.
And then plus with the thing I bought, that leather, yeah, that should help, I guess.
The Nurok hide won't actually help you much.
Okay.
The monstrous hide that you have is really
Yes.
all you need to make this, but it's going to take time.
Okay.
What?
I need you to roll me an Arcana check before anything else.
1 second.
I'm
You need
so
me
mad
to
about-
roll what?
An Arcana check.
Yes.
What are you so mad about, Frog?
Nothing.
35.
With a 35, you know that building something with that hide
Jeez.
is, well, tumultuous. Monstrous hide has a tendency to be dangerous when used to craft something that somebody's going to wear. So before anything else, you have to, well, basically alter the alignment of the hide so that it is magically willing to be attuned to.
Oh,
Nice.
Make this dead deer evil.
No,
Gideon
not the deer.
is a monster
No, the
slayer, so
Remoraz.
just have him scare it for you.
Yeah.
It is a process that you know how to complete, but it will take time. How much time are you willing to dedicate to this?
All night.
All night.
An exhaustion level.
Okay.
Boy.
One moment here. I'm pulling up a calculator.
What was the Remoraz? What did those things look like?
A
They're big.
Those are those
horrible.
big wormy boys, the digging monsters.
Oh,
That if you
yeah.
stab them, they spit fire back at you.
Yep, they were pretty
I learned that
rough.
the hard way.
Yeah, you did.
And they swallowed you if
Yeah.
they got their mouths on you.
Yep, they sure did.
Okay.
They didn't eat me.
What is your level, Artie? Your total
9.
level? Okay. Okay. And it is medium. Hold on.
Yes. I have 2 hides. I don't know if I'll need both for it, but I have 2 what you would call pristine hides.
What you might call.
It's going to take you about 4 hours to finish cleansing the hide of the monstrosity's tendencies. It's just a simple, spellcrafting check, but your roll on that is crazy. So just roll for me and don't roll on that one.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Spellcaster.
Okay. 25.
Yeah. Easy enough. It takes time. It's a process of tedious magic work where you are literally running your hands up and down this length of hide until it kind of becomes attuned to your alignment. Which you, as the artificer, you understand the basics behind magic items and how they work. You kind of force your own spirit into this material so that you can work it, and it is no longer monstrous.
At the end of that, I would like to say a prayer to my god,
Which one?
Melisandre.
I feel like you got a lot of gods.
No, my actual god is Melisandre.
You're a little flaky.
Okay.
Just likes to play the field a little.
You know?
You're a guy with
And
this much
after-
charm.
Understanding the whole process of what this takes to realign it and everything like that. Melisandre, I know I don't really pray to you much. I'm not like a cleric or anything like that, but I appreciate you. And I thought it'd be appropriate because you're like the god of new beginnings and you always gave me a new beginning. And I just wanted you to give this hide a new beginning because I know it did bad things when it was a monster, but it could do good things now. And so I thought it was appropriate to kind of give you a little shout out for it.
Aw.
Cute.
Roll me a straight charisma roll.
Yeah, baby.
Which you're proficient in.
That's a 20.
Red.
baby.
That's a natural 20.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I love this party. There's so many cousins there.
The light in your workshop seems to warm. It's as though someone has passed a filter over the torchlight and it glows orange. It's much cozier here, just in this moment as you say this prayer. And you hear, "There is no good in this world if there is no evil." Remember that.
Okay, that just kind of blew my mind.
Never thought of that before.
I haven't even contemplated that.
Seems
Holy shit.
mechanically.
This is why you're a god. This is why
Untrue.
you're a god.
Why they pay her the big bucks.
You feel the presence that is filling the workshop. It's comforting. It's warm. and it seems to linger long after you finish that phrase, but she doesn't say anything else.
She's like, this motherfucker.
My weirdest
Awesome.
follower.
A strange, undeniable Riz.
So you finish that first step, and as you're working, you would hear the rest of your party eventually return to number 3 Walker Way.
Rubble.
There's a sign on my door. Do not, under any circumstance, bother me tonight.
Is there anything else?
Unless
Is there
somebody,
more?
and then really small at the bottom, ... I guess in case somebody dies, then you can bother me.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, it's okay. If somebody dies, then we can tell Artie.
Is someone gonna die?
Well,
Velen,
I
drunkenly
guess we haven't
leaves
decided yet.
the tiny statue that she made of Artie just on the floor
Oh, bobblehead.
right in front of the door. And she kind of rolls up a little just with paper, makes a little cigarette for him and just leaves him holding it, and then just goes, just teeters back up the stairs, giggling
Cute.
to herself like an idiot.
Tess is
cute.
following her, also a little bit drunk, and she's like, listen, look, I'm not
Look.
saying you have to let me cast Greater Restoration on the sword, but consider.
It's
You
very
shouldn't
expensive.
trust- You shouldn't try. I don't. It's 100 gold. Doesn't matter. Consider. You shouldn't trust Hawkeyes. I know. I am Hawkeye sometimes. You shouldn't trust them.
Yeah, you lost me.
You shouldn't trust that. You should not trust them to give you swords.
I
in the
am-
woods.
I am also hot and sometimes trustworthy.
But
So
you're not a hot guy, and I am sometimes.
So you're telling me I
Expert
should not
opinion.
trust you about anything, including this.
Only when she's a hot guy.
Yeah, I'm not a hot guy now. In which
Look.
case, you should trust me. Also, I'm not
So-
in the woods, and I'm not random. You know me already.
So Tess
I
is
do
the
know you.
only hot guy around here, is what I'm hearing.
That's definitely not true.
No. But
I mean,
Gideon,
Liam's
you
gonna
didn't-
be upset, but I feel
Gideon,
like
you
we
didn't
can.
give her a sword. Did you give her a random sword for no reason? No.
I don't.
I'm just
think
saying,
so.
hot guys, they
No.
give you swords.
Look,
Oh,
I don't trust Hawkeye.
That's all I keep hearing is Hawkeye. He's a very
Kate
trustworthy
Bishop
guy.
gave me the sword. No. No. Look, I don't necessarily trust either the stranger who was entertained by throwing this at me, or the sword. But I also don't want you to waste your magic and your resources on a spell we may not even need.
Why do you think it's a waste to try to keep you safe?
I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Okay, that's not answering my question. That's a very good way of evading my question, though. So I'm going to ask you the question again, and I want you to answer me for real. Why do you think it is a waste to keep you safe? I have power. I'm going to get more power from Tamino tomorrow.
But you're not going to get more diamonds from Jimino tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Are you?
Velen,
That'd be
it's
kind
100
of
gold.
sick.
It's 100 gold.
Mhm.
Think of it this way. If something bad happened to you, I would have to cast a spell anyway.
Isn't
And also
there?
maybe more.
Is there anti-curse magic that's not quite that expensive?
We can use that first. It didn't really do anything on the sword originally, though. That's my thought.
Won't let her throw it in a cliff. Off a cliff. She threw it somewhere.
We threw it.
No,
Did I?
Maybe it
I don't
only
think
let her do that until now, and then we left town.
I don't. I just feel like we're over worrying about this, and I kind of want another drink. But we've come home now, so that's less easy.
Maybe
So let's go to
reconsider
bed.
it when you're sober. How you feel about
Go
the
to
sword?
bed. I don't have strong feelings one way or another about this sword,
Mm-hmm.
which in itself is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anna emerges from around the corner and she says,
Hey.
"Did someone say a drink?"
Hi!
Hello.
That a girl.
Keep
Thought
the
she
party
did.
going.
I mean,
I'm
We
a
got-
little inebriated. We could be more inebriated.
Oh, we don't have any champagne in the house, but
no, but I do have the tools for a nightcap.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
I'm
girl.
I'm not required to drink champagne. I could drink almost anything.
Will you? Okay, fine. Will you at least let me cast Remove Curse on the sword?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
I cast Moonbeam on the fucking thing.
I have some very nice dwarven port I can offer.
That sounds amazing. I don't think I've had Dwarven Port.
We better fix that.
Let's do it.
I'm
She
gonna do some magic before that because I don't trust myself after. She's gonna cast Remove Curse on the sword.
Okay. What spell level do you cast it at?
My highest spell slot, 5.
Billion.
Oh, man.
That's pretty high.
Damn. Yeah. Shit.
Really
She
not.
said she would cast Remove Curse on it. She did not. She did not tell Velen what spell slot she would use.
True.
And down.
Don't
Tess,
trust
as
Tess.
you cast
Yeah.
Remove Curse. One moment.
It was like my plan.
Oh no, foiled again.
Sir, nobody would have thought it would be cursed.
I didn't think it was cursed.
You
to be
don't-
honest.
Feel anything to remove.
Wrong curse.
Or no curse at all.
No, I think it's a strong one. I think you're onto something.
I don't feel anything at all.
You feel it is a magical weapon. There is magic imbued within the blade.
Hell yeah.
Tess's eyes narrow.
There's
Doesn't
nothing
trust-
wrong with it. I don't trust it.
It's fucking sword.
Well, I don't think I broke anything.
I knew you weren't going to break anything. It's a magic sword. You'd have to try really.
No, I
I
mean,
cast
I-
Moonbeam on
I
it.
don't think I broke any curses.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, well that's good, right?
Maybe. I still want to cast Greater Restoration on it.
Why?
Because a random tiefling gave it to you in the woods, and it looked black, and then you cast Moonbeam on it, and it didn't look black anymore. But that could just be cosmetic.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
What?
We found this bow in the woods, and it's real strong, and it's not cursed, and it's fine.
But a guy didn't give it to you.
I mean, a guy died holding it though, which is more suspicious. I
Why
could
does
argue.
why does that feel a little sexist?
A little bit.
Ah.
Well, and the-
Tess turns into a dude. What do you want from me?
also,
You can
also,
internalize that stuff, Tess.
I mean, Gideon,
Internalized
you got
misandry.
Dilo knows what that is. Dawes has
Yeah.
no idea what the fuck this sword is.
See?
Now, to be fair, it's not really his
Right.
thing.
It's not helping you your point.
I mean,
Well, then
He
why
was
are
just
you
like-
being? You're being kind of obstinate. Then I think.
I just don't look. I just
'Cause she
spent
doesn't
a
like when other
stupid
people
amount of
help
time.
her.
No, I just spent a stupid amount of time trying to raise enough money to not be in debt to my fucking brother, and I'm really just gun
Hey,
shy around fucking
well,
price tag.
Can you give me that sword, Villain? Can I have
Sure.
it?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay.
The sword is very light in your hands, Gideon.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't seem to bother Velen that I have it? Okay.
No.
Alright. Okay. Getting kind he's like, oh, this is actually kind of nice.
It's really zippy.
uh,
You could it's got a lot of I don't know.
fine blade.
Thanks. Yeah. It is weird. Like I don't argue that it's weird. It's very weird.
A little bit.
But I mean, it's weird the way that it came to me. I don't think there's anything weird about it.
Yeah, did you do your dance with it?
No, it felt. I don't know. I could try doing my dance.
Yeah, you like to dance. And he'll hand it back. Dancing's free, is what I'm saying right now. If that's the
Dancing is free.
contention.
As this has happened, Tana has, from a bag on her hip, pulled a very large bottle, several glasses that seem to be almost hexagonal in shape that she has filled to the brim with a very dark purple liquid, and she's just waiting to see.
Oh man, that looks amazing.
Oh.
But
What a vision.
that looks That looks great. Okay, I'm gonna do the dance, and then I'm gonna reward myself with a nightcap. Yes, good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What
This
does
is gonna take
do
10
the
minutes.
dance mean?
Is she
I'm
identifying?
ritually identifying this.
Oh.
Hmm.
Everyone has their own mechanisms, I suppose.
What's yours, Donna?
I cast it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have like a.
I mean, I'm also casting it.
There's not like, if you do it as a ritual, there's not like a special thing.
I sit down and focus with the spell open and read it carefully.
Wizards, you know.
Wizards, yeah. Wizards,
She's real smart.
you do magic in a different way.
When I first started learning, there were pixies, and I was in a hole. It was a whole thing. Anyway, this is how I'm just gonna do it.
I mean, who amongst us has not fallen into a pixie hole?
You told me a story about that once.
I say all kinds of things.
No.
Velen starts doing her ritual identify dance and fails to continue to answer these questions.
Insight check.
Yeah,
Sure.
inside check, indeed.
I'm enjoying the port with my lady.
It is delicious.
Hell yeah.
I'm the only person in this group who has this shit together.
I don't really think you need to roll insight very
She's
high.
clearly avoiding it.
Well, no, I mean, I think that I just don't think that was very skilled evasion on her part. Like, yes, the story that she told about the kid and ending up in a pit was her. Like, this is yeah. Anyway,
asking for a friend who
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Eventually you finish identify. It is a scimitar of speed.
Okay. And that is the same information I got from attuning to it, but it was worth doing just in cases.
Sure.
Look.
Listen, I don't know how you're taking advice from a ranger. You get what you get.
You get what you get. You don't get upset.
I am being completely objective here.
I was talking to Velen.
Oh, okay.
No, there's it's a scimitar of speed. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
We'll see about that.
Do we have plans for tomorrow? Not to interrupt whatever this is.
Oh, please do.
Treasure hunt.
We're going.
Treasure hunt.
I know we're waiting for the dragon to wake up. Don't you think we should be nearby when that
How
happens?
far do you think we're gonna have to go for a treasure hunt?
You said that it was going to use the tree gates.
I feel like that depends on where the treasure is.
Well, the tree gates.
Well, it's in the Goldwood. I mean, we should be at
pretty big place.
Goldwood is really big. Yeah, go look at the map.
Yeah, but if we're gonna use,
Claudia remembers. Gates, I'm so proud.
If we're gonna use the tree gates, I don't think we're gonna be that far out of touch, and it's not like we don't have the ability to make contact in a hurry.
Question the wisdom of a treasure hunt in the middle of winter.
Okay. Well, what are you suggesting? Counter to that, ma'am.
I didn't have one.
You could help me install plumbing at the Wax and Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Yes, I just said yes.
So you don't. Or would you be mad if the rest of us went on a treasure hunt?
I don't want to leave Claudia.
Well, no. If everyone's going, I'm going too. I'm just.
Hey, if everybody wants to help, we've got.
Lay some pipe.
Plenty of.
I literally have
wood
no idea how to do that.
Nice.
There are 10 rooms worth of plumbing that we are going to be installing over the next week.
Yeah, you guys, there's going to be
D&D. Let's do Stardew.
There's going to be plumbing in every room in this hotel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very cool.
What?
Already, he'll be able to do it in a day.
It is cool. I don't really want to leave
let's
maybe play it by ear and see what tomorrow brings.
Listen, I mean, we've got it. I gotta go out anyway into the Goldwood. It's kind
Where are you
of
going?
Patrol.
my job.
Oh, yeah, we do that.
There's been a lot of I've had a lot of animals.
If we catch a bugbear, we can ask them why they're hanging around.
We
What
could.
kind of animals, Gideon?
Wild ones that attack people, tear things up.
Like anything out of the ordinary?
Echo, help?
No?
Nope. No,
Wolves,
just
bears,
animals.
wildlife.
You know, animals in the woods.
Yeah.
Anything that shits in the woods, basically.
Well, I mean, I was just curious, you know, if anything.
Yeah,
was
no,
actually
no,
useful.
they haven't seemed haven't been possessed or necrotic or, you know,
They seem
made out of.
displaced.
Yeah, like they're being driven
Something's
out of their
interrupting their
habitat.
Driven
normal.
like from somewhere else, like into the Goldwood from somewhere else.
Well, here from somewhere else.
Huh.
We should investigate.
Like how far?
Well, we've been
like
kind of light on, you know.
bodies. How
Mhm.
far? But how far somewhere else? Like, are there elephants? What are we talking about here?
Well, man, we haven't really ranged that far because we've been protecting Endsmeet, which is
Sorry, I
this
couldn't
patch
think
of ground
you.
here.
I don't think the biome of the Goldwood supports.
Gideon's like making a diagram with his fingers. He's like, you know, it's like an area here that we live in.
I just
From
think it
Small
would be
Nature.
really neat if there were an elephant. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I should go to bed. What
You know,
time is
there's
it?
Yep. Good night.
Gideon, like,
Welcome back. I'm trying to figure out. If I
Gideon's
missed
laughing, but
I made the mistake
You
of
will.
taking her question seriously.
oh,
Should
well,
know.
it's more of a timing.
I just don't. Wait.
Didn't go to bed.
No, she just said good night.
Oh, she hasn't actually left yet.
This is not a hotel. This is a pretty small house, you guys. She's gonna like walk away a few feet.
It's a
She's got-
three-story house. It's just the third
Well, and
story
she
is
ha-
just a loft.
Yeah, and she had. I know at one point she was set up underneath the ladder, although I think we changed that up after some time passed because
Yeah,
I
the
don't
rooms
think
on the
about it
second
too
story
hard.
were actually completed, so you have a
we
room
finished
you
the
can
room.
sleep in.
So yeah.
Okay. While you guys
I go to
sort
bed.
out, yeah, go ahead. Everybody can go off to their respective beds. We will return to Artie's crafting adventure down in the basement.
Wait.
Well, root cellar, which has no roots in it.
Semantics.
You
He's putting
have
roots down is what's happening.
you have tempered
you
and harmonized the Remoraz hide. So next comes the actual stage of imbuing it with magic. How many second level spell slots do you have?
I have 2 more second levels and 2 third levels.
Okay. If you use all of them, I'm sorry. If you use all the second level spell slots, you will be able to complete this tonight, though you will incur exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay. How much Banasite do you have?
I think it's 350. Let me double check.
That sounds right. 'cause you
330.
didn't have to.
Okay.
You didn't have
Yeah,
to use as
330.
much as.
It's going to cost you 250 gold worth of Banasite to imbue the spell you're trying to imbue into this hide.
That works for me.
Okay.
Okay.
You can just spend that in those spell slots, and you can say it's done.
Yep.
The
I'd
last,
like to do that, please.
sure. The last stage is actually forming it into the item you're trying to make, which is going to not cost anything. It's going to, well, finish off the night. You will take a point of exhaustion, but it'll be ready in the morning if you succeed on these following crafting rolls. I need an Arcana check.
Yes. 22.
Okay. I need a leatherworking check.
What would that be? My intelligence plus my double proficiency because of the artificer thing?
It's not intelligence, it is dexterity.
Okay, so dexterity plus my double proficiency for any tools I'm proficient with?
Yep.
Dang.
Cool. So that is going to be plus 10. I will use my once a day guidance on this one.
You used it on the leg.
No, Tess gave me the guidance
I
for the
gave
leg.
him that one.
Okay,
Yeah, I haven't used mine yet.
go ahead.
So it's a d20 plus 10 plus a d4. Oh, buddy. I might actually inspo this because I want it to be nice. It's going to be a 19. I am going to inspo that.
Okay.
Note that off real quick. So don't forget. D20. Yeah, way better. Plus D4. So it's going to be a 28 on the leatherworking.
You craft exactly what you're hoping to craft so far. Lastly is a Tinker Tools check.
Sweet. So that is plus 13 now. Okay. So D20. Plus 13, 28.
Okay. You've made what you hoped to make. Just
Cool.
as Pyrrhus and Tyrrhus break the tree line this wintry morning, as everybody is waking up and can complete their long rests. Artie, you emerge from the root cellar to see a little statue of you with a little cigarette in your mouth.
Kind of size it up.
It's intimidating. Be afraid.
I look up in the sky and I nod my head and I put it in my pocket.
Melisandre.
Thinks it was Melisandre.
Amazing. Hey, you never know. I am a divine instrument.
Oh my god.
Is anybody awake yet?
Oh yeah. The early risers are up right now, which in this case I think is Gideon. Probably. Well, how drunk were you, Tess?
Not very.
Okay,
I feel like Claudia would be an early riser.
probably.
She
Probably.
used to be a ranger.
Oh my god.
I don't
Yeah,
feel
for
bad
Gideon,
about it.
The morning mood
Do
song
I
is
get-
playing. It's like doo 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 doo.
The
Yeah.
two things. So the two things I asked for, do I get both of those?
It's exactly what you hoped.
Oh my
And
god.
then it's okay. Cool.
Congrats, Artie. I don't know what's happening, but
So-
I love it for you.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds
Well, you're
great.
about to love it a little bit more. Where
Uh-oh.
would Gideon be?
In the kitchen.
I come up out of the kitchen looking like a fucking hot mess. I have like
Look.
leather strips coming out of my shirt. Just burnt.
Hey,
meat
Artie,
on the
good.
floor. Hey.
Deep circles under your eyes.
Hey,
You ever-
you alright?
I have a big ass thing of wrapped up leather in my arms. And if you ever touch my shit again, we're not going to be friends. And I throw it at you. And what you see is a full studded leather set.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Very intricately done. It has, I put little inlays on it. It has a very, like, foresty theme to it. It looks very well
Rad.
done. There's some detail in the buckles
man.
and all the one thing you will notice is like the buttons are kind of all different kind of buttons that I've just been saving. So
Aw.
those don't match, but everything else is pretty intricate.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
And
You
so a lot of fucking work went into this. It's studded leather. Put some of myself into there so you can kind of go invisible once a day, and you no longer will get cold.
what?
And I go
Aw.
back downstairs.
No.
What?
Gideon is like stunned. He's just like, you made this?
You think I could just make metal things?
No,
I can do
Artie.
anything.
I mean, like, I just saw
Make
you
anything.
like
Yeah, I
8.5
haven't slept yet.
hours ago. Well,
Speaking
I
of,
see that.
I need
I
a-
see that.
I
Sorry.
need a fucking coffee.
Yeah, here, take this one. I was pouring it. Here.
Yeah.
Drink.
Oh yeah.
Artie, that's amazing.
Don't ever touch my shit again.
Well, I will if I want to, but thank you.
No. I will rip the magic out of that.
Ah, damn.
Enjoy.
you gonna put
try
it on?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
It's gonna look really good on you.
Thank you. After I wash up, though, that's nice.
So it is studded leather. I don't know if you're using medium armor or not, so I don't know if it's going to be a minus to your AC a
No,
little
he
bit,
can
but it's going to
use.
be a 13 base AC, I think. It's
Hot
studded.
damn.
If you look on D&D Beyond,
Mhm.
you will see an item called Gideon's Armor.
Nice. Oh, you made it?
Aw,
Just
That's
now.
so dope. Oh, 12. Yeah.
thank you.
Nope.
Yeah, no, Gideon's
Nice.
he's like kind of a little bit speechless. He's like, that's probably the nicest thing anybody's ever given me.
Taking the cake over here, baby. Let's go. Well, I kind of took away your cloak that I made for you, but now that one kind of eats a part of my soul to do it. So now this one you could just have, even if I was to die, you'd still have it.
This doesn't take any part of your soul, does it?
This now. Now the other
Okay.
ones kind of do.
Oh, okay. As long as you get it back.
Yeah, no. Like, let's say I die, all the other
Mhm.
ones I made for other people, like,
They
that's
stop
all I used
working.
the repulsion shield and the boots I made and
Not
those,
my shield.
they would just stop
My
working.
precious shield.
Yeah, you used it like once. I don't
Ma'am.
want to hear that
Hey
shit.
guys.
At least
Hey
3 times.
guys.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning,
Ah,
Howard.
man. Hi. So I have this really cool zippy scimitar now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Gideon's
I need-
honestly heard enough of your rambling, and he's gonna take his armor and go to change.
I need
Just started.
someone to take custody of Werner.
What? You can't
you
have
like
Warner?
dual wield?
No, I am not. I would stab myself somehow.
Wow.
You could
I'll-
just keep him on your belt. You don't have to use him.
There are only so many magical items that one person can be
Well, I
connected
can't
to at
take it.
once.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay.
all fucking tapped.
Wait,
I
is
just-
Sword of
okay.
Warning a attunement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking tapped.
I mean, I'll. He's precious. I'll hold on to him, but
Sort
We're
of warning
not-
would be
No.
OP if it was not attunement. Goodness gracious.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
should
would.
have-
What
you
kind
should
of
have your-
sort of warning is it?
Rapier.
it's a rapier.
Oh, I can't dual wield those, so
Yeah.
boo. Boo to that.
All right.
No, he's
well,
a short. He's a short sword. Sorry.
Oh, then I could dual wield.
He's finesse and light.
Yep. Hang on. I assume I have to attune to this
You
armor.
would. Yes.
And I have. Yeah, that'll be 3 things for me. Never mind.
Well,
Well,
I'll
No,
just.
no,
I can just. I can just
No,
hold on
no.
to him until some. You want him?
Velen,
Yeah.
I'll just prepare sending instead of using the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here
Well,
you
you
go.
guys are back now anyway, so that should be
You
okay,
just
right?
reminded me of something I feel like sending would be really useful for right now.
Okay.
Should we tell Lord Achatari that the guy he killed isn't dead anymore?
oh yeah.
Killian?
Should we?
Why?
I don't know. He seemed like personally
Yeah, no, no.
vested in that guy's
Somebody,
death.
Use that
And he's our
communication
friend,
before you
isn't he?
unattune. Yeah, no, he's my friend. Definitely tell him. I'll tell him if anything.
But why does it?
I
If
mean,
he doesn't
if-
seem particularly threatened by him. Well, I
Cool.
guess the question is.
He went out of his way to
Ask,
kill
can
him
you do it as a
personally.
favor for me?
Do we
That's my
owe
friend.
Lord Achatari that information? Do we
Yes.
want to alienate Killian some more?
That's what
Like,
I thought. Yeah. Do we want Killian to?
I
come
like
after us?
Achatari more than I like Killian. I'm just raising my hand on this one.
I mean, if Seeker went back to the Achataris, then I feel like we're connected to them. They helped us a lot.
I'm not
For you-
saying. It was an
Am
actual
I just
question. I'm
invisible
not.
here? Is nobody?
For you, Artie.
I start like waving my arms up in the air.
Tana looks over at you and she says, "It's the height. I get it."
Artie,
It's not.
Artie,
Shit.
if it's a
Yeah.
favor for you, yes, I'll do
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Okay. I mean, I genuinely was asking. I don't.
I just don't
I
feel.
don't-
What do we get not telling him?
I don't know. Just.
it. I don't think we get anything from telling him, but Artie will get.
I
that
do.
from him, and that's.
He runs a city, and
I don't think
He's
I
my
like
friend.
being on good terms with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck all that. He's my friend.
She will use the communicator crystal before she unattunes to it.
Who are you? I'm
Ash-
sorry. Oh,
Lord
I'm-
Achatari.
Sending Lord Ashatari. This is the Wildhearts. We'd like you to know Killian lives again. We're not sure where he lives, where he is. Already sends his regards.
Yeah. You
As
got
you-
3 more words if you want.
Are you pooping?
Blah, blah, blah.
As
Are you-
you cast, sending, you feel the spell, even though it's through the crystal. You feel it reach out towards nothing.
I can't get a hold of him, Marty.
Well, we tried.
Is
I
he
think-
shielded from
Protected from
divination,
it
maybe?
or dead?
Yeah, did I feel like it just didn't?
Either he's protected from that magic, or he's dead
I
again.
mean, we know that he's dead.
He is dead.
You're a blocked number, is what we're getting.
Yeah. Well, okay. The spell didn't work.
I'll go to the post office and write him a letter.
He could also be on a different plane. You know that happens.
That's true. That's true.
You know, if I were Lord Achatari, I bet that I would
People want to
put
send
on
them all the time.
Yeah.
a ring of mind shielding when I go to sleep.
Yeah, it would be annoying. It would be annoying.
I'll write him a letter.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Tell Katja I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm gonna
I
tell her
think
some
that's a
stuff,
I
but not
don't-
that.
different
I don't-
letter.
I think she'll just curse at me in my head, and I wouldn't like that.
You could try to send it to Reverie.
I don't. I think that she would just. I don't know if we would know anything from. I mean, I can if you want.
No,
We have 2
I'll
more
send a letter.
sendings. Do you want to send a letter to Reverie?
No, to Achatari.
Oh,
I don't care about
Ashatari.
Reverie.
Oh, we need to go to the bank today, or go to Knuckle to go to the
Yes,
bank.
I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to Knuckle.
Send some letters.
I'm gonna go to
Unless-
The
Knuckle.
post office session.
D&D, the game of chores. I mean, you can do whatever you like.
Can I do some plumbing?
Yes.
Apparently, we were
We're not doing
apparently
plumbing, we're
Claudia
going
would
out in the
rather
woods.
Yeah,
do
we
rather
were
do
doing that
planet plumbing than a treasure hunt.
yesterday.
I just heard laying pipe was a lot of fun. I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
That's not the kind of putt anyway.
It depends on your partner.
It would,
The 2-person job.
at least.
So
At
we're going
least.
out in the
Let's
woods.
let's go get that treasure.
I thought we were
Well,
looking
and
for
I gotta-
bugbears.
Whatever it is
Alright,
that you all are
stuff today.
doing, I'm off to the Wax and Claw. I wish you all luck in
Yeah,
your
good.
whatever you're doing. And Tana leaves.
Have a good one.
Damn, that's a
Wait, I
smart
gotta
woman.
do stuff today?
I think Tess was trying to call out to Tana.
What?
It's fine. It's
What?
fine.
No, I'm here now. What was it? I've turned around and opened the door.
Can I talk to you outside for a second?
I'm already outside.
Let me. I'll be back. Everybody.
You go outside.
You said you knew something about soulstones.
Ah. Purely academically.
Can you tell me what you know purely academically?
They're used for trade. Typically, fiendish individuals, devils and drow, use them as currency. You can use them to summon creatures of great power. You can use them to control lesser creatures of the hells. A filled soulstone is potent and can be channeled for magical purposes. Typically, a soulstone is a small demiplane that contains at least one soul of a mortal. The more souls within the stone, the more valuable the stone is. They go from a scale of minor soulstone to grand, containing up to 5 spirits.
And it's more powerful the more spirits are in it.
Yes. It also does depend on the spirit. The strength of will of the creature determines how potent the presence of its soul is. For example, were you to manage to capture the soul of a demigod, it would be more than just a soul stone to contain it.
I see. Even a greater soulstone wouldn't do the trick.
You're misunderstanding. Soulstones are all the same size. When they become filled with souls, they raise in value and rank.
So, what kind of thing could you summon if you had, I don't know, like 8 of them, for example?
8 souls?
I don't know how much, I don't know the quality of the soul stones, but there's at least 8 stones.
Oh. Something terrible. Greater demon? The prince of the hells?
But not a god.
No. There are plenty of rules that prevent the divines from just popping in.
Huh.
From what I understand, those rules are particularly strictly enforced.
You don't know anything about the Gladial Act, do you? Just by any chance.
No, I'm afraid I'm not proficient in religion.
Okay. That's useful, Tana. Thank you. Sorry for holding you back.
Oh, it's fine. Was that everything?
Yeah.
Enjoy your treasure hunt. And
We'll bring Gideon back in one piece.
oh, I'm not.
Troll.
It's not him I'm worried about. Tana leaves. And so, with that, all right. So on that note, you guys, Tana's left. The day is yours. Here
We're
in
gonna drop
Endsmeet.
stuff at the post office and then throw
There's-
ourselves into the woods.
The post office? We gonna hit FedEx?
Going to see
Yeah.
old Knuckle.
The post office. The
Okay.
soup store.
I'm gonna pull you all over to the map of Endsmeet, where you can move yourselves where it is that you're going.
I don't know what's
No,
happening. I'm just
oh,
following
nice.
these kittens for now.
If we're going treasure hunting, didn't Nazik say to go to him to tell us where to go?
Yeah, but I need to see Knuckle first.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
But you're right. That is the order. That is that if that is our plan. then
Claudia
that is
runs
where
to the post office to Knuckles because she's got a new leg and she's just
Okay.
giddy about it.
You arrive and old Knuckle is outside. It looks like he's working on wagons and carriages.
Hi.
Oh, good morning there, Claudia. Oh, look at you. You don't even hobble anymore.
Nope. Very short hobbling period. We have letters, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
you do?
I wrote one. Mm-hmm.
And where they be heading to? I have connections over and all the way up to Augur City and all the way down to Rakau.
Mine's got to go to Malachor.
All right, that's much closer. Yep.
It's going to my friend.
I need to get this package
Achatari
to
with a heart.
the closest branch of the bank, and it needs to be as secure as possible.
Wha-
It's-
All right. I have connections to the Golden Vault up in Augur City. Does that work for you?
yes, that would be perfect.
Okay. Let me just... And he stands up and he says, I'm gonna need a little bit of a transportation fee. Because they have to go
okay.
directly to a specific person at the vault, and it's a bit expensive every time.
How much?
35 gold pieces.
Okay.
I got you if not. Don't worry.
I was gonna say Claudia will hand it over to.
Okay.
All
I
right.
guess,
We-
I had
could-
saved
I-
up the money and I didn't think about that, but with you guys helping, we can do it.
No, but we're sending a decent amount of money. Is it gonna be safe?
It's got to be able to fit in a 3-foot space. I have to...
yeah. That
Okay.
yeah. It's both of us in platinum right now, so that should.
That's convenient. All right. Making a missive to Nolan Waters of the Golden Vault. And who was it that you're sending this to? Or is it going to an account in your name?
It's not in my name, but it is going to an account. Sorry, 1 second. I need to.
What's my
Remember your
brother's
brother's
name?
I know the shortening is Kel, but I need to look up the.
I know what your actual brother's name is.
Yeah, so do I. Strangely enough.
Dox him.
Dox him.
Dox that man.
I'm not gonna do that. I will give you his social security though.
Okay.
Just DM me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's 7.
Just the number 7.
Amazing.
The 7th
Uh,
person ever born.
Keldarin Arite.
I'm gonna need you to spell that.
I can do that.
Kel and Vel?
Yeah. Well, actually, my full name is longer too, but
Is it?
yeah, but it's
Is
not
it-
exciting.
Is it Veldorin?
No. Keldarin, Kel''Darin, and then Arite is Auritae.
You see Old Knuckle, like, stands up and goes to, like, a small cupboard that's next to the door of his building. He pulls out, like, some parchment. He's, like, writing on it, and he says, all right, I need you to sign here that this is funds transferring, banking nonsense. I'm not a banker. But
Absolutely. Yeah, I can do that.
normally I do this sort of thing for Old Nod, but I don't mind passing it on.
I appreciate it.
Mhm.
I appreciate it.
All right. He then,
Going on.
like, he finishes that with the parchment, and he rolls it up, and he pulls out another scroll, and he opens it up, and he says, all right, do you have the funds ready with you right now?
Yeah.
All right, set them here next to this parchment.
Okay. Villain will pull out. It's I'm carrying the 270 in platinum, and then
Make sure you don't put it in a bag you care about, because I won't be getting it back.
and the rest was in gold. The total is 3,500.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3,500. It's 270 platinum and then 800 gold.
Old Knuckle nods as you set that on the
Wipe out my money here.
on the cabinet. He reads the scroll, and the scroll vanishes into like it burns away, and then suddenly the ashes reform themselves into almost like a paper mache or origami fey creature stands before him and holds out a box. And Old Knuckle says, right, this part's always strange. And he shovels the gold and coins and the parchment that you signed into the box. And this little fey creature, like, tips his head and he says, until next time, Old Knuckle! And then he vanishes.
And Mickey Mouse is doing the postal service.
Did it just immediately go? What happened there?
It's a Galder's courier. They're a fey thing, and he's brought the gold to the Golden Vault.
That's fascinating.
Can you learn that?
I
me?
just use scrolls.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
I don't know. I guess I technically am a fey creature, but I don't
That
have
would be
any
cool.
connections to summon them.
If you need some couriers, you can buy scrolls. Nazik generally has some. It's a useful spell.
Fascinating. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you so much. This is such a weight off my mind. And my purse.
Uh,
I got 7 silver now, guys.
Oh my god. Quada gives you 5 gold.
Are you sure
hey.
you don't want the crystal before we go treasure hunting? I mean, it would have to be tomorrow because we used a charge from it, but you could talk to him.
I'm gonna wait on that until this man has for sure gone to the bank.
Okay.
Well,
Zeeks?
All right. Here. I wrote a letter. How much for just a regular old letter to go to Malachor?
oh, just on the next parcel. That's a few copper.
Okay.
I give him a silver. So in this letter, I
Do
Right
you
about
ever
just a little
listen
less.
to the price of things, Artie?
What? That is,
It's
no.
3 copper.
I like you. I'm giving you a tip. Accept my my gratitude.
All right. But only
I don't
because of
like
that
fucking
cart
copper.
you broke.
Copper sucks.
I don't
And
want any pennies.
yeah, inside this letter, I'm going to actually. It's going to be. I wrote him a letter, and I'm putting the strange unfamiliar note that was in my inventory in there, of him saying
Oh.
pompous Atari and all that shit that
Oh,
Killian left behind.
Okay.
So in there, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, big guy, miss ya. We got back to our town safe, and I kind of just fill him in on some bullshit. By the way,
Ramble.
he was in our bag of holding, and he just disappeared, and a note was in its place. So just wanted to give you a heads up. I know he's not a worry to you, but in case you want to send somebody after him, here's the info." And
Love it.
Okay.
the other note.
Fair enough. That's what you send to Lord Kynan Achatari of Malachor.
Yep.
He opens it. Hey, big guy.
Hey, big dog.
Hey, big dog.
Hey, big dog. Miss ya.
Do me a favor and write that note down and send it to me.
Yeah.
I want all of the rambling included with it.
We're just out
please.
here waiting for little Tunchi to wake up from her rage nap.
Hopefully soon.
Not too soon.
oh my
I hope.
god, this cat has learned to open the closet door.
With his head.
Yeah, he
Oh, good luck
headbutts it till it
to you,
opens.
friend.
It's adorable.
No, it's Selkie.
Oh,
He taught
Heim
her.
taught her. God. Okay. Anyway,
They're evolving.
so you send the gold to your brother via the Golden Vault, and you send a message to Achatari saying hi and also warning him that apparently Killian is alive. Okay. And then after that, was there anything else you want to do at Fortuna Station? Old Knuckles? Okay.
No.
So you go to the Outsider's Witness next, or have I confused things?
No, I think that's
was
right.
my plan.
If we're treasure hunting.
Okay.
We're going out in the woods anyways.
You make your way down
Go out in
to the
woods
Outsider's
today
Witness, where
for a
Nazik,
big surprise.
he's actually outside as you're approaching. It seems as though he is currently using magic to shovel snow off of the front of his storefront. And he says, hello, Wildhearts. It is rare that I have all of you here at once.
Morning.
I take it
Good morning.
my offer was of interest to you.
Yes. I would love to know where to go to hunt for your treasure.
Yes. Come inside, all of you. And as he welcomes you inside the Outsider's Witness, well, he, lays out parchment on the counter, which is a map of the Goldwood. The Goldwood itself is, as you've mentioned before, fucking enormous. It's over 1,000 miles square of just forest. And a lot of it is unexplored, a lot of it is unknown territory, a lot of it is mysterious. Places that people have gone to and didn't return. People have gone there and come back forgetting where they went. And a lot of these places are marked on the map as unknown, as confusing. But as he lays down the map, he looks towards you all, and he says, have any of you ever had an issue dealing with monsters in the dark depths beneath and surface?
No?
I know you have fought monsters before.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Lots.
Recently, even.
Yeah.
We killed
But
the
not-
beholder.
Underground ones.
You killed a beholder.
We
Mhm.
did.
We had help.
We did.
That
That was
is-
mainly me.
Like a
That-
full-grown beholder?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, Gideon, do you not believe me when I told you?
Damn.
Where
Yeah,
the
he-
leg went.
I believe you, Artie. You
Clink,
just
clink.
talk so fast. My brain only goes about 60% that fast,
Yeah,
so
that
I
makes
just miss things.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a pretty important thing to miss, but it's okay.
Well,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Don't make me feel bad about my advanced age.
knowing that you have slain a beholder, a monster of the far realm, this is good news for Nazik. You might, well, be just exactly what I was hoping for.
I hope it's not another beholder under there.
I don't think so. None of the other trademarks, no twisting of the world or anything.
Oh yeah, that's pretty noticeable.
It was a mind
Tess is
fuck.
Tess is like rubbing her chest where the death bolt hit her.
And they made me take my shoes off.
Hmm.
What?
Outrageous.
Okay.
You got
I'll
them.
tell you the story another time.
I'm
Well, it's not
certain
important.
you
State
will.
dirt.
Okay. They shit dirt. I don't. Okay. Anyway.
Who doesn't shit dirt?
I don't eat dirt. Claudia, do you eat dirt?
Good for your colon.
Don't eat dirt.
Well, you
I'm-
never know what she's gonna eat when she's a wolf.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
Hopefully food.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Stupid, I'm sorry.
the Goldwood is old. On the old borders of Kaida and Hachka, there were many battles between lycanthropes and the unaccursed. These forests have been the battlefields of old, and the trees remember the tales of blood and pain better than any man or beast could. I have learned that a tree gate southeast of here, 10 miles into the Goldwood. Look for a Kazakan tree as your landmark. It will lead you to an old tomb. That of the old hero, Valen Wild.
Velen?
Valen Wild. Valen Wild. It's all one word. His first name is Arthur.
Valen Wild? Oh, Valen. Okay.
I don't know the whole story, but I have read that he was a broker of peace over 5,000 years ago, and was buried with honor beneath a grand old oak. I don't know how true the stories of this fellow are, but I do know that within his tomb you will likely find ancient defenses, and likely a Fey presence. The legend of Valenwild tells that he struck a deal between an archfey, Lythandra, also known as the Queen of Frost and Silence, and
Yeah, I thought I recognized that name.
and the old folk of Cask. So, whatever the story truly is, maybe you want to do some research, I don't care. What I
Good
know,
idea.
there is a relic within Arthur Valenwild's tomb. He was exalted as a hero of both man and fae, loved by both and thought to be of both bloods. Specifically, the artifact I'm hoping you to bring me back is the Ashenbark Heart.
The hearth, you said?
Ashenbark Heart.
Heart.
It is a magical
Like-
relic that promises of growth and harmony between tree and fae.
That certainly would do well in this particular town.
Wouldn't it
This
though?
kind of-
particular woods.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
If you can bring me this relic, I will give you 1,200 gold pieces. Additionally, any
I-
other treasure you find in the tomb is yours. All I care about is the heart.
I think it sounds fascinating, and I'm really curious if my name came from that.
Do you know what it does?
The heart? No. There are tales that it can promote growth across hundreds of miles. There are also tales that it does nothing. So somewhere in between, I imagine.
That's usually where the truth is, yeah.
Can promote growth
Sounds
across
fascinating.
tens of miles, maybe.
I
Which is
suspect
impressive.
it might actually be a siphon or anchor between the Fae and the prime material. And if that's the case, I can use that for many other things. But
And
you
maybe it's what causes the tree gates. Or not? You said
I don't know what causes the tree gates. There are hundreds of them, and many of them I don't even know where they are. But this
Well,
one I know.
we appreciate your knowledge.
Be careful.
I appreciate the story.
Yeah.
I
that was
know
a good
you
one.
do. I know. If anyone would, it's a bard. Okay. Maybe if you'd like to do some research, maybe there is some information to be found about old Valenwood or even the Ashenbark Heart. But
Can stop by the quill and see if there's anything in ancient history that we might dig up.
I wish you luck. There is no press for time, but I would like it to, happen sooner rather than later. Not like the tomb is going anywhere.
True. But it sounds fascinating.
Good luck, Wildhearts.
Thank you.
And with that, he kind of rolls
I
up
got
the
one.
map and... Huh?
Let me get like 120 gold worth of fantasite.
Okay.
I love the idea of Artie just doing lines of it instead of actually
Yeah,
building
it scratched my neck a little
I
bit.
need some more Vanishite, man.
Oh,
He
that's,
sells you 120 gold worth of andesite.
Sweet.
So it's a 10-mile hike to that tree gate.
So I'm back up to 200 gold worth. I don't like being under.
And then there's a tomb with defenses. I don't think we're going to be back in time for dinner.
No.
Let's go to Charlie's and get some rations for the day.
Which also means we should let Slight know what we're doing.
I haven't even
Good
seen
idea.
it yet. Have we?
I'll go get some books. I'm starting to crash a little bit.
Yeah.
Barry.
You alright?
Barry.
Yes, hello. Did you say Barry?
Yeah, can I get a ride, Barry?
Oh, of course. I've been wondering when you would ask.
Thank you. Yeah.
This does mean
Uh,
berries,
Barry?
right?
Yeah, one second. Tess, I gotta hook him up. We get like 2 or 3 of them things.
As long how about you start with one for right now, Artie? We do need
Yeah.
them.
Just give me
for
like
when we are
3, and then I'll ration them out to him.
out. Okay. I don't believe that for a second, but okay.
Mm.
She passed it very.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gives
Here,
him 3.
here, take the other 2.
Okay.
Let's go.
He immediately eats them.
Yeah.
Tess is observant. Tess is observant and sees all of this happening. And laughs.
I'm too tired to fucking hide it, if I'm being honest.
She pats Artie's head.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the watch.
You're getting rations for us for the woods.
And the books.
No. I'm getting books. You guys get the rations.
Okay.
Okay. So you go. Okay. Who's going to the Turley General and who's going to the Parchment and Quill?
I'm going to the Parchment and Quill.
Artie and Velen are going to the bookstore, I
Okay.
guess.
As you enter the Parchment and Quill, you expect to see the little halfling woman who, going a little old.
Aura?
Yeah, you'd expect. However, instead, you see a pair of half-elf-looking individuals.
What
Wow.
did they do to Nora?
Where's Nora?
Oh, it's the fucking werejackals.
Yep. You see Corian and Dunerin.
Oh, hey, guys!
As they are like, one of them is behind the counter, the other one is like up by the bookshelves, and they both turn and they say, "Oh, welcome back!" And Corian says, "Oh, Nora's on vacation."
Oh, okay, good.
It's been a while. How long have you been working here?
Oh, she left a few weeks ago. She said she had family to visit up in Quarterstone.
Oh.
I need lots of books.
Well, there are lots of books here. Dunerin says as he's sift between the bookshelves.
I need a book on Banasite and where to find it. I need some books on some fey creatures, maybe some astral creatures, and then what did we actually need? A
What?
book on
You know,
hold
do you
on.
know how books work?
Okay,
Yeah, you read them.
non-fiction and crafting resource is over there. Why don't you take a look, and I'll take a look over here. And what
we
else
were
did you need?
Interested. We're interested in looking for legends and any historical information that we could find on Valenwild and the Goldwood.
Your bark heart. I'm not there.
And yes, the Ashenbark Heart.
Okay.
So
And
history, Old stuff.
Dunnerin and Corian begin to sift through bookshelves. Okay, so you're looking for a few books then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give one of them Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna flip a coin as to which.
Okay.
I think it's Dunnerin.
Okay. Right. He'll use that. It's a D8 or a D10?
It is currently, I believe it's D8. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
D8.
You are immediately handed several. They almost look like technical documents. They're very dense and exhausting written documents, Artie. And as Dunnerin hands them to you, he says, I remember Nora said that these specifically might be something you wanted.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
collected them entirely for you, so make a note of that.
Okay.
So you have been handed Banasite and Artifice Manufacturer. Literally, that's the name of the books.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Roll me a D100, please, Velen.
Oh, Helen, sorry. Okay.
75.
Okay, hold on. You are handed a book called Legends of the Twilight Hero.
I love Twilight.
Yeah, I thought you would say something like that.
Legends of the Twilight Hero.
Yes. And the cover of the book has the depiction of a face that is split down the middle. On the left, it looks like it looks like a pale face with like a long silvery beard, and then on the right, it's a black, like solid black face with no facial hair and a crooked smile.
Nice. How much for this?
The myth, 5 gold, and then the technical documents, 20 gold.
Okay.
Okay,
Here,
I will
got it
pay.
all.
Oh,
I got
thanks.
it all. 25. Here you go.
Thanks, Artie.
And then anything on just like fey creatures or astral sea creatures or other dimensional creatures that I can just brush up on.
It doesn't take long. Roll me a D100, please. See how on the nose this is.
70.
70. Okay. You are handed a tome called Outlanders.
Okay.
Oh,
Just skimming.
You
What
got-
kind of, real quick? What kind of like, creatures does it? Is this fey creatures? Is this like?
Seems as though it has some general information about races that are not born of the prime material.
Okay. Cool.
and something saucy, maybe? Well,
I'm sure we can help. Do you have a preference
Yeah.
as to like mystery, action, comedy?
action. Action, adventure, but saucy.
You are handed a novel that Corian, like, just kind of hands to you, and she says, "This one's my favorite," and it's called
Ooh.
Whispers Between the Vines.
Woo! I am immediately intrigued.
Oh my. Echo, can you write this?
No. Whispers between the. How much?
That one's a gold.
Velen will pay for that.
For
herself.
Outlanders, that one is 20 gold.
Okay, so 45 gold.
Yes.
Got it. Here you go. And here's a gold each. And I give them a gold each.
Dunnerin just says, "Oh, thanks for the tip." And Corian says,
Yeah,
"What did we? Why?
you did great. That's why.
This is your job. All right." And she just
Uh-huh.
puts it away.
You deserve to be compensated. Because I didn't have faith that you would find it as quick as you did, if I'm being honest. So good
All we
job.
do is read.
Ow.
This is the best job in the town.
I don't
Artie-
like change. I miss Nora.
Artie,
She'll be
Aw.
back in a few
She'll be
weeks.
back. Artie,
Not enough small
You-
people here.
are such a better noble than any nobleman that I ever met the entire time that I lived in my parents' house.
Probably why I'm broke.
Yeah, probably, but you're in good company.
Who needs gold if I got all the stuff I need to make stuff, you know?
Thanks for these books. I am very excited to read them for very different reasons. And I'm sure we'll see you later.
Oh, we'll be here. This is, I mean, Dunnerin then follows up and says, "Really do. We just read all the time. It's
Sounds
fantastic."
like a great job to me.
It does sound like a great job.
I'll keep my 2 books, and I hand Velen the 1 book.
And I go, here, make sure you keep track of this in your bag, you know?
Mhm.
I might take a nap. Can you just hold Barry's leash and, like, follow us?
Mhm.
And just kinda, yeah, okay.
She doesn't have to hold the leash. I'm not going anywhere else.
Oh, okay.
Right, but I'm gonna take us back. So, I can't hear what Barry's saying. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, Barry looks at you and you just hear,
Come on, buddy. Let's go find the others while Artie takes a nap.
"Hey." It just follows you.
It's just like talking to a weasel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dunnerin and Corian wish you goodbye. You leave the parchment and quill. You go to the Charlie General, you buy some rations for the trip. We don't have to repeat that out. You buy
Nothing in
rations.
particular. I'm buying some rations.
Okay.
I pay a reasonable amount for the rations.
Perfect. You buy rations. We move on. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do before you move on to your next stage of adventure?
Help the light.
So
Hey,
light.
we're back. We're leaving.
Okay. Who's going to talk to Solite at the Ends Watch?
Everybody else who wasn't
Yeah.
buying books.
So Claudia,
Me. I'll go.
Gideon. Okay. So Solite is there. You see that she is going over what looks like territory maps with Thomas. And as you arrive,
I like that guy.
hello, Wildhearts. I see a couple of you.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, you have some new ornamentation. She's looking at Claudia's leg.
Claudia's looking at Gideon's outfit. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah, doesn't he look good?
Yeah, we both got makeovers, pretty much.
Oh, you do look rather dashing, but what happened to
Thank you.
your leg?
We'll hold her.
Oh, is that all?
Well, and then Artie made this one.
I thought I was familiar with his work pieces. All right. Well, I'm glad to see you're still up on one at least.
All right, 2.
What do I owe the pleasure? Do you intend to go ranging
Oh.
for us today?
Yeah. I mean, if you need
No.
something in particular, we had a lead from Nazik we were thinking about following up on, and just wanted to let you guys know probably a couple nights.
Okay. Good to know.
the southeast. Yeah.
Could
wait,
we
Yes.
point on the map where
write it
Nazik?
down.
Yeah, you can point out which direction he.
Yeah, go find a tree gate looking for the tomb of the Valen Wild hero. Also, obviously,
Nothing I've heard of.
since we'll be, it's about a 10-mile hike down that way. Be taking a look also, see if we can figure out what's driving these animals so far.
Keep Aye, keep an eye out. Look for hobgoblins if you can. We've heard
Yep.
some reports about them. Though
We were
from
attacked by hobgoblins on the road. I don't know
yes,
if that's
apparently they have a
related.
camp set up southwest.
Is that
Ah.
the direction we're headed?
No, we're
No.
going southeast, so
Okay.
Just keep an eye out if you happen to see any camps or parties.
Oh, yeah.
Make a note of them.
yes, ma'am, we'll do.
Also, I think there might be an old Firewatch tower out there. If you could, take a look at it and make sure it's not about to fall over. Just a quick quality check on the thing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Have a good. And then Gideon leaves. He's not big on.
Sure. Before you leave, Claudia, Solite just says, "Good to see you back."
Yeah. Good to be back.
Thomas says, "Do you want help? Whatever it is you're going."
If I could have you come with me always, I would love that, but I understand if you have obligations here.
He looks at Solite, and Solite says, "If you leave, it's just Shelby." Thomas says, "Okay. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you heard her.
I'll come back.
You better.
I always do.
And not be missing any more pieces of yourself."
Do my best.
Right. So, you guys, I think you've kind of handled all your affairs here in
Yes.
town.
D&D, the chore list is complete.
Okay, well done. As you all gather, preparing to leave, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
So Emily could be assaulted by her cat some more.
Of course. And we're back! Hi, everybody. Break has been taken.
Breaking.
Errands are done.
Well done. The chores of D&D have been completed, and we will begin the journey into the Goldwood. Unless you want to do something else. I can't tell you what to do.
No.
Nope,
Okay.
sounds good.
I think I'd rather just do some plumbing. I'm
Some
kidding.
woodworking.
Vera and Tana would really appreciate it, you know. Just
Mhm.
Sorry. Treasure hunt. Lost relics.
Yay.
I
a treasure hunt.
gotta know, is Velen like reading these books as we're walking?
Openly.
I mean, she can't. I don't. It may be possible to walk and read at the same time, but I couldn't do it, so I don't think that I'm gonna. I don't think Velen is gonna do it either. But she will read, like when we make camp and where she's sitting in her hut. She will read at that point.
okay. As you make your way into the Goldwood, 10 miles southeast on the map is not actually very far. It's about the tip of the M.
Yeah, but I am.
The tip of the M. But
Wow, the Goldwood's fucking huge.
yes.
Yeah. How far could we go, really?
Real
It's
far.
like a country.
It was a country.
Yes.
It was Hatchka.
Right.
Yeah. And, you know, Nosvidania was Kaida. Which was part of Aurelia.
No,
Anyway.
that must be why the thing below Endsmeet is called Crosshatch. Because
Hatch.
Hatch was in it.
She did it!
And there's no hatch.
It goes like the seed I buried.
It is the
20
meeting
years
of
ago.
borders. Yes. 4 years
Amazing.
ago.
Listen, can we not make fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm legit
He's
pleased that you pieced
genuinely
it.
happy that you made the connection. Happy GM noises.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
still don't get it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
Huh.
fine.
I'm also a meatball.
Meatballs.
Yeah. So, as you guys make your way out into the Goldwood, having said your goodbyes and prepared for the journey, I need a survival check. Probably from
Gideon.
advantage if there's a ranger about.
Yeah.
Gideon!
Hello, I'm here. Let me do that thing.
Do your thing.
because I am again the ranger. 20.
Once again, the ranger.
Mm-hmm.
With a
The
20.
only ranger. The
Wow.
onlyest one.
Fuck.
Gotta point it out. Okay. With a 20,
Only-
Gideon, you're comfortable out here in the Goldwood. You've been out here plenty of times. Even though everything is coated in a blanket of white, you have no issue figuring out the direction that Nazik seemed to indicate the tree gate was. You are making your way at good time southeast in the Goldwood.
I keep my eye out for a Firewatch tower as we go.
You're pretty sure you know what Firewatch Tower Solite was talking about with the 20.
Okay.
It's maybe 2 miles out, so you'll probably get there in about an hour. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, dang. Well, I rolled a 7 for a 19.
19. Okay. You guys are pretty high level. There's not much in the Goldwood that is actually a threat to you. Any, like, violent encounters that you deal with? You deal with them quickly and quietly without any real injury to yourselves. The errant packs of wolves, the occasional bear, none of these encounters that would have been a threat to you not that long ago, you handle as if they're trivial. And so most of your travel goes by smoothly. No one takes any injuries. No one is really all that threatened by anything you run into out here. At least, nothing worthwhile. That is a side effect of growing in power.
We are the apex predators.
Yeah, for now.
Well, coursers and such are still possible, but
It's not.
you don't run into one. With the situation and encounter rolls, you range. You make your way out into the woods. And progress is steady. It doesn't take long. And actually, you do get there in a little bit under an hour. You arrive at the Firewatch Tower. And as you do, the Firewatch Tower is exactly what you would expect. It's a large, towering structure that looks a little spindly. The wooden logs that suspend the platform that has a large bell hanging from it. It seems like you could look out from it and see miles in all directions.
If I go up and give it a shake, does it seem like I could climb up it?
You absolutely could climb up it.
Yeah, but would it hold me? Okay, I'm gonna climb up it.
Yeah, it
See
has
how
a
it feels.
it has a ladder. You do not have to roll athletics. You climb up the Firewatch Tower.
Ooh.
As you do, you get higher and higher off the ground. This is the highest structure you've been on, but that's pretty typical of these watchtowers. And as you get to the top, you see the Goldwood stretching out before you in all directions.
Aw.
You see the little comfortable Endsmeet nestled off on the horizon. Roll me a perception check at advantage.
Okay. Gosh, that's so much. 30.
30.
Nice.
Incredible.
Must be nice.
You take a moment, and as the world stretches out around you in all directions, you imagine this must be what it's like to think the world is flat, as you can see out to the horizon in all directions. There are hills. There's not really mountains out here. The Goldwood is not mountainous, but there are rolling hills out to your east and northeast, up towards Aurelia. You see the occasional tendril of smoke, likely from other adventurers or hunters or travelers out on the roads. Some of them you see, they're likely 20, 30 miles away from this particular tower. None of those plumes of smoke are any threat of a forest fire. You see them like thin wisps leading up into the sky. You turn, and as you look southwest, you see a much thicker plume of smoke, though it is much farther.
Oh, further
It
than
is-
30 miles?
Yes. You rolled a 30, dude.
I know. I've got some good eyes. Like a hawk up here.
Yeah.
The hot guy. Wait a minute.
Don't trust him.
Hawkeye. I mean,
It's a
Hawkeye.
callback. It's a callback.
Everything's cyclical.
It's a thick, almost like chimney column of smoke that seems to climb up into the sky and blend in to vanish with the clouds out on the horizon. It's hard to tell exactly how far it is, but it's far.
Yeah.
More than 60 miles, you imagine.
Yeah. At which point, can't really tell.
Yep.
All right.
With a 30, you do also see on the distance up to the north, a little bit more northwest, you see the sudden gleam of sparkling, glittering green
Uh-oh.
as flapping
But-
wings.
Uh-oh. Good morning, little Tunchi.
A little Toonchi.
Hopefully
is
it's
it-
the one that we're
Is
allied
it our
with.
friend? Yeah.
I don't know.
He also has a T name. I wrote it.
Toriax.
There you go.
Toriax and
Toriax.
2-6. They can't just mate and get along.
No, they couldn't.
No,
I think he
they're
already tried
green.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Okay. I
Or he
will.
tried to be with her. She was like,
Well,
no.
she's
back
down a baby.
down.
She might as well take him up on the offer.
I mean, damn.
No means no.
Her
man.
choice.
Consent is important.
Consent is important. Jesus.
This is important. Also, it's not cool to kill people because they didn't consent to somebody, but here we are.
That's true.
Here
All
we
right.
are. I climb down and tell everybody what I saw. I think I found the hobgoblin encampment. Pretty far away. And I saw a green dragon to the northwest.
Is it our
Great.
ally?
How would I tell the difference, Artie?
Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. Don't pick on me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Would I be
You
able to
look
tell
good,
the
though.
difference? I mean, I don't know. I don't know dragons.
Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Little
you're a
angry?
monster hunter, aren't you?
I am a monster hunter. Yes.
You would be
Good job.
specifically the person who would be able to tell the difference.
I'm so smart.
Do female dragons and male dragons look different?
I'm sure they
Slightly,
do. They have
yeah.
different body.
They've got
composition.
that thing that I don't remember.
The females have
dick.
tits.
Penis.
Yeah.
A penis.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
a penis.
Ah.
That's
what
a
I
penis.
Uh,
Dimorphism?
Why don't you roll me a survival check to
All
see
right,
if you can remember the difference, and then roll me
Ooh,
an investigation on this particular one.
okay.
I was
Oh,
right, it
that's
is
not
dimorphism.
good. Oh, 17. Do I remember the difference?
Yes.
Okay, and then an investigation. Yikes.
Yes.
You got
Okay,
this.
here we go.
Natural
Is he still
18.
Is he still up there, or can I give him guidance for this?
He's still up there.
What?
There's no way he's.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 10, but I'm gonna actually use an inspiration to reroll that. Even
You
though I
go,
only
Glen
have
Coco.
+1, I'm still gonna try. Come on, Gideon, use your thinking brain.
You
That's
got this,
worse.
buddy.
Nope.
That's so much worse.
Fuck. That is a lot
That is
worse.
That's
so
a
much worse.
2. I can't tell.
So you remember that what you're looking for is like the spines across the back of a green dragon's neck, of the shape of its shoulders, of the shape of the crown along the end of its snout. And you look out at that dragon. No, you can't see shit.
dragon.
I just see dragon butt.
You see,
I'm
it's
like,
a
well,
green
that's not
dragon.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see the crest. Listen.
The what?
Well, Claudia, the way you could tell a difference between, and he will tell Claudia, sadly, the ranger lore.
Aw. That used to be useful to me.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe you can feed your friend dragon souls.
Hello?
Never tried, but I'm always willing.
Well,
Okay.
do we feel as if we're in danger?
Well, ma'am, we are always in danger in the woods.
Well,
I
yes,
mean,
but
kinda.
Do we feel as if we're in danger of a dragon? Because I feel like that's a kind of a different sort of.
Well, I
danger.
didn't feel like it saw me and was heading this way.
Okay, well, good enough.
So without knowing if that's a dragon we are allied with or one we are promised to murder, couldn't really say.
Probably just keep going.
If
I
we're
mean, yeah, we
worried,
got
I
to.
could try to do something about that to get a closer look, but it would take a lot of power.
No, I say let's just keep going.
My feet are cold.
Oh, Barry.
Huh?
We need to knit you some booties.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I could do something for that. Alright, Barry, get on my back. I got you.
Get on my back,
Okay.
I'm so tired.
buddy.
You all watch
Focus what
suddenly as
happens
Artie
for a while
climbs
later.
off of the giant ferret, and the giant ferret crawls into his bag of holding again.
All right.
I
Anyway,
guess. Fuck, I gotta walk.
Claudia will pick up Artie.
like a
Ah,
suitcase?
sit nice.
Oh,
I know, like on her hip,
okay. Like a child.
You just-
like a toddler.
yeah.
There.
Ah.
Aw.
You should ask
I'm
for
gonna make a
berries. It
s-
always works.
Yeah, I know. I gotta try that. I'm gonna make like
Touchy ain't been
I'm gonna
through
make
here
a
in
ghetto
months. You don't have
strap
berries.
to strap us together, so she doesn't actually have to hold me.
The Bjorn returns.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Bjorn. Yeah, the Bjorn.
The
Artie
return of the
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
This is the important stuff we need to talk about, Echo.
No, it's
The last
not.
time we used it was with Jericho.
Oh. Well, that's
Aw.
I made myself
Oh.
sad.
Oh.
Wait. Wait.
All right.
Feel the vibe.
I need another survival check as you guys continue on your journey southeast.
Okay. Oh my god. 25.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 25. I would like a nature check from any of yous.
I'll try.
I could do one of those.
Sure.
Bad. Real bad. I've never even been in nature.
You're pretty sure you're outside, but after that, you're not sure.
Oh, come on.
Gideon just like rubbing his forehead behind Claudia, like, oh my god.
It's all gone.
Artie. You know what a Kazakhstan tree looks like.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, what now?
Kazakhstan.
The tree we're looking for.
Kazakhstan.
I know what I said.
I know what you said too. Be careful, you might take psychic damage.
Eh.
As you continue your journey, with that survival check, it's slow going because of the winter, but you're going the right direction, and you guys spend the rest of the day just marching through snow. Over roots, underneath just tree boughs that are dripping snow down your backs. It's long and tedious travel. Oh, Artie, that's a disadvantage. Please roll me it again.
Yep.
Oh, oop.
Well, it's way better, so yeah, still good.
Okay, you still know what a
I
Kazakhstan
completely
tree.
forgot. My bad.
No worries. 1 minute while I roll a thing.
My goodness. No, it's okay, puppy.
There's a dog in the woods.
Yeah.
Whose dog is this?
He's my dog. Why you growling?
Okay.
Shh, it's okay.
Unfortunately, with it being deep in the winter, the days don't actually last that long. And it is getting dark by the time, Artie, you spot, peering up from beneath the snow, near the roots of a grand white tree, red light glows dimly beneath the snow. A Kazakhstan tree.
Guys, that's the Kazakhstan tree.
Oh. Hey, this will be the tree gate then.
Uh-huh.
Do we need a word to get through? Or is it the
Y-
same
I-
word we always knew?
Yep. I
Uh-huh.
definitely would have thought to check that.
'Cause I don't remember.
Me either. Good job, Belen.
Just let me
She
in.
definitely checked.
Do we?
Onward.
Do you need us to roll a history check, Echo?
No.
Okay.
However, you need to decide if you're going to pass through the tree gate before or after a long
Now?
rest.
Yeah, do we want to rest here?
I
safe
would
here?
like to rest.
Well,
I mean, with the dome, we'll be fine.
on the other side, they said there was an oak, and the tomb would be beneath that, so we wouldn't just be going straight into the tomb if we went through. It doesn't
True.
seem like.
We don't know what we get into though.
That's true. We don't know.
And the
But we
tree's
know
not
what this
going
place looks
anywhere.
like.
Yep.
Mhm.
Does this look like a decent place? Is there a decent place nearby for us to camp?
Roll survival.
Okay. My God, these rolls are terrible. 10.
So this immediate spot is not a great place to camp. It's too cramped. The trees are really close together. The Kazakhstan tree stands out literally because of the red light glowing up from beneath its roots. But you don't want to camp here. This
All
is like you're on a game trail.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's backtrack a little bit. Go this way.
Okay, roll into the
Or
survival.
we could go through. Do you guys want to backtrack? This side?
Is it already getting dark, or is it just like how dark?
It's
is it?
already like the sun. It's dusk.
Okay, yeah, we should
Yeah.
find a place to camp.
All right. Come on, roll. Oh, wow. Wow, for real. 15. This is insane.
With a 15, you do find where what looks like an old cypress tree has fallen. There is, a clearing that was created.
Yeah.
It'll
Good
work.
enough. It'll do.
Yeah, especially since I'm gonna ritually cast the hut.
Yeah.
Although the hut does only last for like it'll go away after 8 hours. So
Hours.
Right,
Yeah.
so go to sleep now.
Yeah, that'll be what wakes
So-
us up.
we'll wake up when the hut disappears. We might want to like camp,
The
like
snow
build a
falls
little
on us.
camp and
Yeah.
have some camp dinner and
Yeah.
just like
We space out the time of the hut.
I know I want to like spend some time reading before I sleep. So
Yeah, we need to cook and stuff, so we'll still
Okay, let's go ahead.
make a camp.
Pull over to the camp watch order page.
Back in my day, you made a proper camp.
And Gideon is on
Yeah,
it.
Artie's all the way at the end.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
I think we just let Artie sleep.
yeah, he clearly needs.
I'm not
to
even
sleep.
gonna read my new books.
do one.
Can you
per-
imagine pulling an all-nighter and then having to walk 10 miles through the snow?
Oh my
I would die.
God. He's
I
a-
would literally die.
And he's the
God.
shortest member, so the snow is probably up to his nose.
Oh,
And
buddy.
it's so many extra steps compared to you guys.
He did have a mount for part of it, but yeah.
God, it was a real peaceful walk today, guys.
Nice and quiet.
The eldest of us, the ranger, so spry.
Okay,
He's the only one eating his Wheaties.
Claudia, you're on first watch. Is there anything you guys want to handle before first watch begins, or what's up?
Hey, Velen, will you watch with me tonight?
Sure. When are we watching?
I don't know. I can do second or third. I usually take third.
All right. Third it is.
Okay. So, Claudia, your first watch. Roll me a perception.
She spends the whole time on her feet because she's just happy to have feet.
Aw,
Okay.
buddy.
Oh, I went from an 18 to a 2, so 4 total.
4.
But I'm mobile.
All right,
But you're doing
Claudia.
great.
You're
Doing great.
You're very spry. You're kind of enjoying the fact that you can move freely in the snow.
Does a few cartwheels.
You do not notice anything.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay. It's the end of your watch.
Ah, that was fun. Get in. It's your
Hey,
watch.
thank you. Okay. Yep, I'm
Yeah.
up.
All of that scuffling in the snow, that was
Mhm.
me. There was nothing. I
I
wasn't
know.
fighting anything.
I saw you. It was fine. It was cute.
Oh.
All right, get some sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Perception?
Yeah. I need a perception from you, please.
That's better. 27.
Jesus. Except for my 4.
Listen, it's okay if the horrors are coming, as long as I see them coming.
You don't see anything, but you do smell
Oh.
sulfur on the air.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, okay, so sulfur. Does this seem to be like green dragon
No.
breath?
Green dragon's breath smells
Acidic.
rank. And
Okay,
then,
poisonous. Yeah.
yeah, it's poison. You don't smell that at all.
I'm sorry, Gideon would know. I'm a dumbass.
Sulfur is infernal.
I don't know. Yeah, sulfur smells like heck. It smells like heck out here.
Mhm.
Heck and eggs. Damn, I'm hungry.
Eggs.
Yeah, it smells like heck.
Sorry, Echo.
No worries.
Sorry, Hecko. Anyway,
The 9 hex. The 9 hex.
is this so strong a smell that I feel alarmed, like I should wake people up? I don't want to be like, it's stinky, guys, get up.
Farted in the
I'm
hut.
scared.
And
It's
hotboxing us.
stinky. I'm scared.
It smells pretty strong. I guess you're gonna have to decide if it's scary enough to wake anybody up, Gideon.
Oh my gosh.
you
How
don't-
is it? Oh, sorry.
You don't see anything, and you can't like detect a direction. It's just
Okay.
there.
It's just in the air. Then I will monitor the situation.
Roll investigation.
Okay. No. Cursor, please. Come back to me. There you are. Oh, that's not bad. 16.
You don't seem to detect anything over your watch, aside
Yeah,
from the
seems
smell.
fine. Yep. When I wake up Tess and Velen, I look at the two of them, and I heard Tess ask Velen to watch with her, and I tell them, "You guys smell that?"
You don't smell anything.
I will sniff.
Yeah, you don't smell anything.
I smell
No.
sulfur, something infernal on the air. I just, or I don't know. I didn't hear anything or see anything, so.
Velen gets up and she goes to sniff Gideon.
Oh.
Does he smell
I
like
mean,
sulfur?
I got new leathers and
No,
fresh
he doesn't smell like
snowy
sulfur.
pine out
Gideon
here.
Still
Yeah, no, you
smells
smell
the
fine.
sulfur.
I got nothing.
Do I still smell it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
I don't
can
like
smell
that.
it. Oh no, my dirty deeds are coming for me.
Done dirt cheap.
Did something pass by? Maybe
No, I can. It's lingering.
it wasn't the dragon.
No, I don't think so.
You would know. You would know if it was a dragon.
I mean, I feel like we'd all know if a dragon came through here.
Is there anything you can sense, like because of your
Oh,
expertise that I wouldn't?
well, you know what? Wow, amazing. I'm gonna remember suddenly that I am a ranger.
Uh-huh.
You've been a monk for months, to be fair.
I'm gonna remember.
If I have like divine sense and shit, so I didn't know.
Oh,
If you had
you know
saved.
what? Okay,
Primal
don't.
and-
All right, just talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna
Fair enough.
I'm gonna expend a ranger spell slot to sense whether there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fate, fiends, or undead within 6 miles of me.
Does it tell you?
It does not tell. No, it's garbage. It doesn't tell me where they are or how many there are. Just if there's if there is one in a 6 mile radius of those things. I feel like the answer is yes. It's always
The
yes.
answer is there are dragons,
Oh.
and there are fiends, and there are
Oh.
fae.
Yeah, we
Holy
expected
shit.
that. Okay, so
all good.
in about I
Since within 6 miles,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is a 12-mile circle.
Yep.
That's huge.
Pretty
Okay.
big radius, but
It would
can
almost be better
smell-
to have less miles because you could narrow it
Yeah.
I
down.
know,
better.
right? I know, right? It's so
It's weird that it gets bigger,
But
the better
that's
you
worse.
are.
Yeah, rangers.
Yeah.
Rangers.
Really great feature.
Rangers.
Yeah, it's a great. It's a great class, guys.
One of my favorite. This is an aside, but it's a story I feel like I need to tell you
Yeah, no,
guys.
go ahead.
In my Monday campaign, one of the players acquired a lantern that lets them detect undead. They are in the War of the Dead, where there are literally undead souls everywhere.
Everywhere. All the time.
Like,
So useful,
turn-
isn't it?
There's
we turn
an
it on,
undead
it's
nearby.
always lit.
2 undead party
Yeah.
members. It's just like, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna
there's
do?
It's kind of like waving Sting on the way through Mordor, and yep, it's glowing.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
you got
Yep.
light.
Yep.
same thing. Very
I
amusing
forgot.
to me.
There was a reason I forgot I could do this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, There's
Sorry.
definitely a fiend and some dragon out there somewhere in these woods. Anyway, have a good
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. Get some rest.
Gideon.
Hmm?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw as you go to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
shit.
You're a
I love
ranger.
that for
You
you.
got good whiz.
We're in the dome.
Sure.
though.
Yep, we're in a dome.
That's not
Yep.
bad. 19.
Okay.
19.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm not worried. I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay.
All right. Velen, Tess, it's your watch. I need perception checks, please.
Perception.
Yeah, Gideon was like, "Don't you girls go talking about your feelings. Pay attention."
Well, that's a 9.
Okay.
Damn it, Velen.
She wants to talk about her feelings. I
Well,
actually
it
don't
does.
think Velen ever wants to talk about her feelings.
She does not.
Who
That's not a
does?
secret. Yeah.
True.
All
So
right.
Velen can't leave the hut, so she is watching with she's watching, but she has the Twilight Hero book open in her lap, and she's sort of got her back up against the sort of purple wall of the hut, and she's got her head sort of canted, like she's gonna listen for stuff out there. But she's clearly very distracted by the book. And she goes, "You want to talk about something?"
Tess realizes her error in that everyone is still around and kind of curses herself a little bit. But is hoping that everyone is still asleep, keeps her voice kind of low and says, yeah, I think I need your help.
You got it. What is it?
So we went all the way to Malachor and we took some losses that we then got back, but like a lot of shit happened. And all we got for it ultimately was a lead on a thing that I don't have the first clue how to solve, the puzzle that I'm not clever, Velen. I don't know how to find this client, and I'm kind of panicking about it a little.
Okay, hold
because
up.
There were maybe libraries that we could have looked at.
Honey, hold up. And Velen is gonna she looks at the book for a second, and then she hang on. She pulls at her hair, grabs the dagger, snicks the hair off, sticks it in the book as a bookmark, closes the book, sets the book aside. Right.
Oh my god.
Like some crazy ritual or something, but no.
No.
Nope. He's a space saver. Didn't think to
Tess
dog ear the
cannot-
book.
Tess
No, she
cannot help
wouldn't
but
dog ear
laugh.
a book.
Tess
Okay.
cannot help but laugh at that.
Right. Okay. Look, it's functional and attractive. So, you are not correct about what we came away with.
Okay.
We unwrote a problem in the world. I know that is, I mean, it's huge and also weird. And
no one knows.
who cares?
Not
The gods
that
know.
much. Yeah, I guess.
We know. I feel like you are trying to punish yourself for not having reached the solution already. But your journey towards fixing this is begun. And I know that it is frustrating to think that you are walking into the end of a story and actually finding that it's reached the middle. But we have so much more time. And you aren't doing this alone, and you don't have to. So,
Sweet. however many months we have left, Tess will know the exact number of days.
Right.
It doesn't feel like a lot of time, and we have a dragon to fight, and
So the time that we bought is not the end. We bought time for them to not pursue murder, right? But
right.
everyone does not instantaneously die when that clock ticks over that point on the calendar.
I know, but I don't even know where to start.
Well,
I don't
we've already started.
know anything about the Seventh Trellis. I don't know anything
Sure you
about
do.
Assassin. And
Yeah, you do. We met with them. You talked with them.
And I feel like I didn't ask the right questions.
There's no such thing as a wrong question. Tessellation, you are right when you tell me that you are panicking, and I feel that, and I feel it in my heart. But I also feel it in my brain that you are trying so hard to find ways that you are wrong. And I'm going to tell you that as someone who has walked side by side for my entire life with a voice that knew when I was wrong, you are not always wrong.
Okay,
The next step is not the last step or the first, nor will it be the hardest. It is just the one that you're going to take next. We're going to figure it out. We're going to. How do I know? I'm magic. No, listen. I know because we're going to figure it out together. Because you don't have to do this alone. Now, do I know how assassination works? No. But I have a few guesses about someone who might.
Who?
Well, it's not someone I want to ask a favor of right now, but
Your brother?
yeah. Look. We are so far from out of options. We have so many options we don't know which one to pick. That's the best place to stand. We can throw a dart at the wall and pick a path. And maybe it's the wrong path, but it will be a path in a direction, and if we find out it's the wrong direction, we can just turn around and go the other way. We have time. We have resources.
You make it sound easy.
Everyone's problems are easy but mine. Didn't you know that? That's how it works.
Yeah.
No, look.
Hey,
I
you
don't
any
have a
drinks?
concrete answer for you because right now, we're camping in the woods. It's snowing. We're in a hut.
Hang on,
We have to kill a dragon by abducting a hobgoblin, which is the weirdest plan and we've done some weird plans. But the fact of the matter is,
not our plan. This time it's not our plan, it's the dragon's
no,
plan. So
sure.
if it doesn't work, it's not
But
our fault.
if what we need to do is research, we know how to do that. It may not be something that we can stay in Endsmeet to do. We may have to go on another trip, find a better library, go to a fucking Arcanium. I don't know. But the fact is, you're trying to defeat yourself before there's even a fight.
I'm not.
You are. And I'm just not letting you.
If I were, would I have asked you for help?
Well, that's a good point. But I think that the help that you're asking me for is what I'm giving you right now. She holds out her hand. Palm up.
Tess doesn't really totally know what to do with that, so she puts her hand on Velen's hand.
Velen clasps her other hand over Tessa's hand. She squeezes and she says, "Gonna figure it out." Okay?
Okay.
I don't know if this is helpful at all.
I think Belen solved a few of my life problems as just a
No.
listener.
No, it's helpful. It's helpful. If you
All
really
right.
don't want me to try to uncurse your sword, I won't try to uncurse your sword.
My sword isn't cursed.
I don't know if it's cursed. Remember how everyone's problems are easier than yours?
Yeah, I do.
This is the kind of thing that it felt like it might be easy to fix.
Oh, okay.
That I might be able to fix. So.
Tell me something. When you're trying to fix my sword, is it because you think I'm going to stab you with it?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because I will.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. I was just wondering if the thing you were actually trying to fix was me.
No, Valen, I'm trying to protect you. I've been trying to protect you this whole time. That sword
Yeah,
almost
seems.
killed you.
Wait, what?
You almost.
Oh, the other one. I get you.
I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
it's not the same one.
doesn't look anything like the other one.
Well, yeah, but
Not anymore, anyway.
Things can be illusioned and all that shit. Like, we
But
don't know that the curse is broken.
I cast Moonbeam on it. You cast Remove Curse on it. I cast Identify on it. And Dawes just didn't. Dawes just thought that was weird.
Maybe it's just a different sword.
I mean, would it make you feel better? Here, I just don't want you to blow 100 gold worth of nonsense.
You're not. Velen.
I am worth so much more than 100 gold worth of nonsense. But this is not gonna protect me from anything because there's nothing there.
Okay, well, will you just let me be cautious?
I don't think you're being cautious. I think you're being a little nuts. But if you really want to, I mean, I sure, here you go. And she pulls the sword out and she takes it in the scabbard and she unclips it from her belt and she lays it on the floor of the hut.
Tess still has Greater Restoration prepared because she's a fucking.
I mean, it's only been a day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's had it prepared this whole fucking time. Like, since she could cast the spell, she's had it in her spell slot. So she takes it and she looks at Valen's exasperation and she says, "Thank you."
Okay.
And she looks at the sword and does her little ritual of pure restoration.
He's just rolling dice for the theater.
It's a 5th level spell, yeah?
Yep.
You cast Greater Restoration on the Scimitar of Speed.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. There's nothing that Greater Restoration can latch onto.
Okay.
You feel better? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this book.
Okay.
You want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what's in it. It'll be fun.
Okay. It'll be fun. It'll be an adventure.
So Velen is just going to start reading the Twilight Hero.
Good old Arthur.
Okay.
And his deal with Lathandra.
Lathandra.
The people of Cass? I was taking notes, but it was pretty fast. Honk snoo.
Arthur Valenwild, known as the Twilight Champion, is a legendary hero whose name is echoed through the ages in myths and ballads, but almost specifically within the Feywild. He was born to a mortal ranger and a Fey noble of the Summer Court. His mother, a skilled hunter, wandered deep into an enchanted forest, unaware that she had slipped into the Feywild. There, she encountered Valenwild, a powerful elven lord tied to the mystical energies of Twilight, the in-between realm where day meets night and magic flows freely. Their brief union gave birth to Arthur, a child of two worlds, gifted with the primal instincts of the wild and the magical essence of the Feywild. Arthur grew up under the watchful eyes of both realms, and in the mortal world he honed his skills as a ranger, learning to track, hunt, and defend the natural world. But when he crossed the veil into the Feywild, he was taught ancient Fey magic and the delicate balance of nature. His dual heritage gave him unmatched abilities. He is thought to be the first true lycanthrope.
Sweet.
Interesting.
During Arthur's youth, the delicate peace between the mortal world and the Feywild was shattered. An ancient and jealous Fey entity, the Briar King, sought to conquer the mortal realm, using the wild magic of the Feywild to unleash chaos. His armies of twisted Fey creatures and abominations began to ravage the lands, and no mortal army could stand against his fury, at least so the legend came out of Cask, the mortal human city in the area. Seeing the devastation unfold, Arthur chose to rise against the Briar King, knowing that his dual heritage made him the only one truly capable of bridging the gap between the two worlds. The Fae of the Summer and Winter courts refused to help, as they were bound by their own pacts and laws. So Arthur took it upon himself to unite the humans. To fight the overwhelming might of the Briar King, Arthur made a dangerous bargain with the Twilight Grove, a shadowy region of the Feywild where forgotten spirits and Twilight Fae resided. The Twilight Fae, unlike their counterparts in the Summer and Winter courts, were neither purely light nor dark. They represented the balance between life and death, magic and nature, and these beings were powerful but unpredictable, and their aid came with a cost. For Arthur, they granted him two gifts. One, a unique and powerful weapon named Feyhue. The other, a companion in the form of a firefly.
Firefly?
Firefly, the insect. Arthur struck the Twilight Pact, gaining immense power over shadow and light, allowing him to wield both Fey magic and mortal strength in harmony. This transformation gave him dominion over Twilight itself, enhancing his ability to walk unseen between realms, to manipulate and see through shadows and darkness, and to call forth the power of the setting suns. His eyes gleamed with silver light, his arrows flew swift as moonbeams, and struck true against even the most powerful of foes. But the pact came with a price. For every victory he earned, part of his humanity would slip away, and he would forever be bound to the Twilight, never fully Fey, no longer truly mortal. The final confrontation between Arthur and the Briar King took place in the Thorned Vale, a cursed forest at the heart of the Feywild. Here the Briar King's corruption was strongest, and it seemed that all was lost as his forces overwhelmed the last of his mortal armies. Arthur, realizing that no conventional attack would succeed, turned to his Twilight powers and merged with the shadows of the dying sun in Twilight. Becoming a living embodiment of Twilight, Arthur strode through the battlefield, a wraith-like figure who could not be touched by blade or spell. He used Feyhue to split the Briar King's heart in half, and in that moment, the Briar King's dominion over the land crumbled. But as part of the curse, part of the sacrifice of Arthur's life, he, too, was split and perished. In giving his life to end the reign of the Briar King, the hero of Valenwild fell. He could no longer stay in the Feywild. His corpse was burning within the twilight, and so he was brought back into the mortal realm, where it is said that he was laid to rest in the heart of this side of the Thorned Vale, at the center where the fight happened, but on the prime material.
Ooh.
That is what you learn about the hero of Vale and Wild, the Twilight Champion.
That's a golf clap for you there, Echo. We
Very
can't hear it
awesome.
'cause I have noise
Did it say
cancellation
what
on,
his
so I'm
weapon
doing it.
was?
Yeah, what type of weapon is
Thank you.
here?
Feyhue.
What
It
is
does
it?
not describe the weapon.
Just that it's called that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
That's
sleeping.
You hew shit with an axe, says Felon. She closes the book. This is cool.
Sounds powerful too.
Definitely, if you clove Briar King in twain and split the world and stuff.
Yeah. I have a question. You're a bard. How much of that was poetic effect and exaggeration?
Stories always grow when you tell them. You can never really tell from a legend how much is spun fact and spun fiction. But I think there is plenty of truth here. It's just a question of sifting it.
The heart of it, it seems, is true.
Good one.
Hmm.
All right. Time for bed, I
Wake up.
think.
Yeah, let's wake up. Let's wake up already.
Artie, you can hit the long rest button.
Right.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I needed that, baby.
Ah, shit, I feel like a whole new gobbo.
Not my goblin.
Ah, you're sleeping.
Just inner sleep. No, go.
Ah, goblin.
Okay.
Roll me a perception.
We do not have to RP it or anything. Yeah, I was gonna read some of my book.
Okay.
Book.
I rolled a natural 1 because I'm reading a book.
Sure, that's fair.
But nothing's happened so far.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
Calling
Are you looking for something specific in the book, or are you just trying to absorb what is there?
I'm trying to get all the information. If there is anything,
It's too dense of a book. It's too dense. You can't get everything.
I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start working on it, through it.
Good boy.
I'm going to absorb as much as I can,
Good boy.
but I am going to try to fixate on anything that might have locations of Banasite in our, if there's any in our general region, and if not, I'll just start working on how to maximize using what I have to get the most bang for my buck out of my Banasite.
Roll investigation.
Artie needs to invent a desalinator for the Crystal Ocean.
A 38.
With a
Yeah.
38,
Oh
the first
my
thing,
God,
Artie,
natural.
the first thing you discover is that one of the primary sources of Banasite is the Crystal Ocean.
It's the Zeke.
It's
Yes.
Zeke.
Just makes it.
He just
Marty's always like, "Can I get 200? Can I?"
Is your local shopkeeper. No, you can, well,
See, it comes from a crab.
you can, yes, exactly. You can
It's
solve
cocktails.
Banasite straight from ocean water, specifically the Crystal Ocean, with a process of arcane refinement. Also, the soil does that itself. One of the best ways to find Banasite is to dig. Once you reach a certain depth of soil and stone, Banasite naturally sublimates out into the soil and stone beneath you.
Does it have to be around coastlines?
It is. You're going to find a lot more near the coast.
Gotcha.
But if you find aquifers or underwater lakes, those will be very dense and rich in Banasite.
Just pulls out a shovel.
I can start digging.
You know that the depth is more than you can just.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Shit.
damn deep.
Yep. So next time we're in a cave or
The tomb.
underwater, the tomb. You know.
There
I might
are
just bust
also-
out a shovel.
Where there are instances of volcanic activity, you know that Banasite is. It has a tendency of combining with volcanic rock as it hardens, which creates veins of Banasite within mountains and dormant volcanoes.
Sick.
Cool. Good to know. That's as much as I wanted to gather out of the first reading.
Okay. We move on. You guys all awaken. You can press the long rest button.
Nice.
Does it still smell like sulfur when I wake up?
Roll me another wisdom save.
Boy.
Gideon was just silent farting the entire
Oh, that's
night.
not as good. That's a 12.
12.
A 12.
No. You don't smell anything.
Danger is past.
All right. That was weird.
It's all fine, guys.
What language do you speak, Gideon?
I speak Common, Goblin, Sylvan, and Thieves can't. Yeah, Common, Goblin, and Sylvan.
On the back of your left hand, there
Uh-huh.
is some writing in red ink that was not there before.
Oh shit.
Can I read it?
No.
Who's drawing on my hand when I was sleeping?
Everyone looks at Ari.
Uh-huh.
Gideon holds up his hand.
Can any of us read it?
It
What
is
is
a... Well, okay. What languages can everybody
Does
speak?
everybody speak?
Common,
Claudia.
Elvish,
I mean,
Common,
I was
Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
I was still in sulfur, so I'm looking for like an
Yeah, I was
abyssal.
assuming-
Yeah, anybody have
Okay,
infernal?
infernal.
I have celestial.
No.
I do my little glasses.
Hmm.
I can read any language for an hour.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you can read
Hot
it.
shit, Artie. What's that?
Ah, what is this shit?
It says,
Your hip. I grab
Did you
her.
do this? Oh,
His arm.
okay.
in Infernal, run if you wish, we will always find you.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit,
Oh.
Gideon, who'd you piss off?
Terrifying.
Nobody recently.
Ah, this is Infernal. It says, "Run if you wish. We can always find you."
Well, that seems bad.
Do you make any packs while we were gone?
No, I don't think so.
Sure.
Claudia looks guilty.
What's that?
Who's we?
Probably devils, because it's.
Oh,
in
I
Infernal.
smelled something last night.
What'd you smell? Sorry.
Sulfur.
Oh yeah. That
That
makes
checks
a lot
out.
of sense. Yep, that checks. The dots are connected.
I
That's
was in
just
the
one thing on our list, you know.
I was in the dome. Aren't we supposed to be?
Yes, that is weird.
Are there any holes
Devil-
in the ground?
Devils be
but-
deviling, you know.
You do not see...
yes.
it-
If
You see a
someone
small
was
hole that Artie tried to start digging until he realized how far down he had to dig.
Oh my god.
No, that was me. Sorry.
Okay. You see one
Okay.
hole, yes.
I mean, I guess if something was in here with us at the beginning, I would have had to have known to exclude it, I think, but things should not have been
Honestly-
able to get into the dome.
It could have been the delayed thing. If it was a devil, they could have just marked you and it just started showing. You know, it's devils we're talking
Gideon,
about.
can
here.
you wipe it off?
What is that, like invisible ink?
I don't know. I'll try to wipe it off.
It doesn't come off.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
Does it look like scar tissue, a tattoo?
No? It looks like someone wrote it with a quill.
Try
It looks like
spitting
the
on it.
ink is sitting on his skin. It doesn't clean off.
Well, it looks cool at least. Looks like a dope tattoo.
Not if someone
I'm trying to
cheated.
think. I'm trying to think. Gideon's like, who have I pissed off?
Honestly, Gideon, I mean,
I'm pretty
we got-
old. Probably a lot of people.
We got dragons after us. We got some guy that is like a vampire hunter after us. Just throw a devil on there. What else? It doesn't really matter at this point, does it?
I had a pretty scary
Yeah.
dream about a hellhound.
You did?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's relevant to anything, but I did have a pretty scary dream about a hellhound.
We saw a hellhound.
What?
Remember outside Malachor?
Outside Malachor. Yeah.
That's yeah, Cauldron said that she saw that.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we saw it. I think.
There's an ambulance going through the woods.
Cauldron's part of our crew. Okay. Take it easy.
Okay.
I didn't say cauldron. I just didn't see it,
We
but I definitely had a dream about it.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what else to do.
Let's go through the tree.
Yeah.
You
For
go
now,
to the
I,
tree
uh,
gate.
Hmm. Do I see, if I look around, do I see any sign that somebody else was here?
I'll
Does
survive
it
'em.
look like? Okay.
Claudia's footprints are fucking everywhere.
Yes, ma'am. I saw you kicking. Oh my gosh, these rolls. Nope, 13.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. Unfortunately, with the amount of footprints that are clearly Claudia's
Yeah.
everywhere, you cannot.
Sorry.
There's no evidence. You're not even sure your own party went through here.
Except for Claudia.
Just me.
Kind of awesome. All right.
One of the feet is just weirdly shaped compared to the other.
Gosh, I didn't write down what my hand says. Ridiculous.
I'll get it on the
Run if you-
re-listen.
Run if you will, we will always find you, or something of that nature.
Hmm.
You can run all you want.
Run if you wish. We will always find you.
If you mod.
As
It's
you-
chill if you don't.
You just stayed put.
As you guys pass into the tree gate, that same familiar sensation of walking in the trees around you seem to pass by you much faster than you are actually walking by them. The sense of perspective is bizarre. And as quickly as it began, it's just a few minutes when suddenly you are somewhere else within the Goldwood. It is a little colder. The winds are different. You feel out of place, but also it's familiar. Just you're in the same forest, just a completely different side of it. And nearby, anybody with a passive perception of 15 or higher sees on a small mound of earth covered in snow is an enormous oak tree.
Oh, that looks.
Whoa.
What? What do you see?
That looks like the gentleman we're looking for.
That's
A
it. Dude.
Big old tree.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Huh.
I have a 12.
I also have a 12.
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
that one.
What tree?
There's a lot of trees out here.
Yep.
That's fair. It's a big tree, though. Yeah.
Forest doesn't speak to me anymore.
All right. So according to the Nazik, I was gonna say the legend, should be under this tree. Let's
The man,
look
the myth,
around.
The legend.
Also, be careful. You mentioned defenses.
Yeah.
Love of God, please.
Anybody
Step
who
light.
wishes to look around can roll investigation.
I
Smell check?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sniff. 14.
Oh, good job, Artie.
Yeah. I do like two things.
Artie, what language do you speak?
Goblin.
Just goblin.
Okay.
But
As
also, you have good classes.
with a 31, Artie, you're looking around the roots of this oak. They are massive. The roots are like as high as your waist. Just how thick they are. This is the biggest oak tree you've ever seen. And as you're looking around the base of it, you notice that at the center of the roots, right where the oak tree, like the thickest part of the trunk, meets the soil, it is a little too round, a little too perfect where it meets the stone in the earth. When you get a little closer, you see there is a marking that peeks up out of the snow just from the wind brushing it away. You see the top of what looks like a letter. But it's not a letter in a language that you speak.
I bet it's Sylvan.
It's been more than an hour, right?
No. It's been like
then I would be able to
15 minutes.
Yeah, we just
I got,
through the
I got an
thing.
hour on the glasses.
Okay, you see the top half of the letter I in Sylvan.
Ah, guys, this right here.
This.
All right, I'll come take a look.
It just is just one letter.
It's covered in snow. Like,
Yeah, let's. I'll brush it aside, kind of looking at Artie, like, "Are you
Oh,
alright?"
shit. I wouldn't have thought of that.
I'll just clean that off for you.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
you
I
see
can also read Sylvan. What's this?
Oh, then in Sylvan, underneath the snow, you brush it away, and you see lettering that looks as though someone just took a twig and dragged it through the soil. But it has been here for way too long for that to make sense.
Yeah.
It says, I dance on air with wings of light. By day I'm hidden, by night I'm bright. In forests deep I make my play. Catch me, and I'll show the way.
Can you type that?
Catch me
That's
and
really
I'll show the way. I already have this solved. That's a
Mm-hmm.
firefly, baby.
Firefly.
Baby.
You say it's a firefly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Immediately the earth parts.
Oh,
As it slides, you see light emerging from beneath, and you see a staircase leading down.
Huh.
hell yeah.
Fuck did you guys get that?
He was bonded to a firefly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I was sleeping, but
So,
that's it.
sorry.
It was a
Uh,
pretty easy
you-
riddle, honestly.
If you know
Thanks.
bugs.
That's fair. That's
Jeez.
fair.
I would have been there for so long trying to figure that out if it was just me.
It was a pretty riddle.
I would have left.
A priddle.
Giddy kind of shrugs at Tess, like, all right, I guess we know bugs. Let's go. So you is okay. So it's light.
I used to choose them when I was a kid.
Oh, did I get it right? I dance on
You,
my wings of
you
light.
got it right immediately.
Got it
Yeah,
right.
it's a firefly.
I mean, I was also typing as you said it. I did.
Oh.
I got it right.
Yay.
Okay. As
Now,
the
cute.
entrance to this tomb opens itself to you, that is where we're going to end today's session because,
Boo.
goodness gracious, it's a dungeon.
Yay, a dungeon.
We can't
Yeah,
go
thank
through
you.
the
I was
whole
like, oh
dungeon
god,
tonight.
it's time to look at traps and shit. Fuck.
Yeah, at like midnight.
Nope.
No, we will handle that next session.
Oh,
I thought
wait.
the riddle would hold you up for a moment. I guess I
I'm
was
sorry.
crazy.
No, no,
If I-
no.
If it
You
was
had
just
just-
me,
You
we
had
would've
just told
left.
us about fireflies. You had
I
just showed us.
I
that
think it would have taken longer had you
Yeah,
not
probably.
given us the whole
The book.
It's not my
Ow.
fault you did research. Okay.
Yeah, it was
I
nice.
mean,
That
it-
was also a great story, by the way, that you read.
yeah,
was.
I really liked
It
it.
was really good.
I did
It was
Kudos
a really
on
good
that.
math.
Thank you.
I know you probably spent a decent amount of time on it, and it was worth it.
Yeah, it was very good.
He sounds hot.
I stopped death scrolling on food for it.
Like, it's actually a compliment. Like, I was on that. I was like, ooh, that is a pretty riddle. I was engaged. I was like, oh, it's Firefly.
I'm glad you all liked it. Now, as we come to the end of the session, before anything else, we got to give a player vote for inspiration. So, from the top, Dooch, who did something that you liked?
Oh, I am giving it to the Valoon for her
The
life
Valoon?
advice to to Tess.
Life advice
Off
was
the top of the
God.
head was just really good life advice for
Mhm.
Tess stressing over here.
Like me
And
as
it,
an
like-
actual person feels
Yeah.
changed from it.
It
was
was
good.
to improvise that was very good. Very good.
Aw, thanks.
All right.
Yes, everybody did great though.
Elfrog.
I was voting for Artie for praying to Sandra, and like, it's good. It was topical. He's like, give this hide a second chance. I thought it was clever. I was like, I hope she appreciates
I'm
what a clever
very
boy you are.
I'm very amused that the advice she gave you, which is straight up one of her tenants on her page. You're like,
Oh,
that
no,
blew
no,
my
any of
mind.
Whoa, I never heard that before as a follower of her.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then plus the natural, like, she can't even be mad. She's like, it's okay.
You just make that up.
Wow.
Whoa,
It's been
just came
written
up
in
with that?
stone forever.
That's why you're a god.
Okay. Pen.
Honorable mention for Velen's spit and fire during that conversation. I really liked that. The advice was actually solid real life advice. But I will give it to Tess because of the profound character growth of her reaching out and saying, I need help. Like, it's interesting, the kind of the duality of Velen also having a hard time asking for help. They're both similar in different ways, and they're both struggling with the same problem in different ways. And they're kind of absolving, or rather growing, with each other simultaneously by leaning on each other. And I really liked that. I can see your growth.
Let me see that
Alright.
growth.
But not in a
Your
creepy way.
growth.
And now for the player with the most syllables. Remembered Orison.
I gotta also give it to Velen. Not only because the life advice was very good life advice and genuinely almost made me cry,
Aw.
but also because I could see how clearly it was by last session. And well, not just last session, but also like all the sessions previously, but especially last session. Like it is clear that Velen changed, and it felt very much like she was giving advice to herself, in addition to Tess.
I do think
Um,
that you're right, that if Tess and Velen had this conversation without Velen having had that experience last
3
week,
sessions ago, yeah.
I don't think that it would have been the same conversations.
It wouldn't have been the same. I also really love the detail that, because it didn't even occur to me, Emily the player, to think about it, but when she told Tess that story, like
Dude, same.
like that little detail of like, oh, this happened, and so like Tess having that like realization of, oh, you were vulnerable with me, but you buried it at a time that I was drunk. Yeah, that makes total sense.
That is
actually
100% what Velen did. Is
Yeah,
she
that's
was like, I need to tell a story. Well, this one's me, but whatever, no one will notice.
That
Blah!
fact hit me
Yeah,
upside the head. You were like,
yeah.
I was
And
in a hole and I was like, where have I heard that before?
I love also that Tess was like, wait, that was it. And you were like, yep, and it just kept going. Like it's good. It was a good. They had some good moments. They
It
had
was
some
it was good.
they had some good, and I think as Penn points out, uncomfortable moments this session, and I liked that symmetry.
All right. Sal, your vote.
Me. There was
Myself,
a
of
lot of
course.
no. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff from everyone, but I think the thing that I'm going to give my vote to Doot for assuming the little Artie statue was a gift from the goddess.
Amazing.
It was so funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Very good.
Because there has been kind of a dumb recurring thing where like Velen leaves gifts or does nice things and tries to conceal that they were from her at all.
Yep.
And
She
I
would be
thought
so glad that he thought it was from Melisandre.
it was just really funny. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for that. Okay,
So,
that's my vote.
We have a tie from the player votes. Sal and Dooch, you both have earned a point of inspiration.
Such.
Such, I was going to say.
Dow.
Dow.
As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. I hope you had a good time. To those of you who are at work or at home watching, hi Penn, hi Emily, hi everybody else.
And
Hi, Emily.
everyone else.
We love you all, and I wish you a good night.